trois.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Hello, friends.
Whoa.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Mon ami.
Hey everybody, welcome to Bards of New York. We're back again. As always, just want to thank you all for being here and for visiting and seeing us. Is that my sound, your sound? Oh, one of us got that.
If you are on the stream.
Just to shout out to chat, Nemi, it's great to see you here, and and also Vix, great to see you. Naruto Lover, 5398, thanks for being here. All right, I think that's everybody who I've seen. But
Arcturus.
Arcturus Umbri, I didn't see that one. Hi, Arcturus Umbri, nice to see you here.
BioWare Babe.
Oh, always BioWare Babe. I feel like BioWare Babe's always here.
A tried and true. That does not mean that they don't need a hello.
Okay.
A bonsoir.
Your
Bonsoir.
friends.
Bonsoir.
Talk to your most loyal friends. Say hello to them first.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm his most loyal friend.
That being said,
Definitely doesn't say hi to me first.
y'all, if you haven't done so yet, or you're listening, please join our Discord. It's where we can all interact and see each other. Also, any kind of fun little graphics that we've made for the campaign, or party loot, or some party backstory stuff. That's also within the Discord as well. Also, I'll address the missing kitty in the room. Our sweet Kyle is not here today. He is visiting family, and family is important. So send love to Kyle over in the Midwest at the moment. And if you're in the Midwest, send him love where you are. And also, we send love to Kyle. We love you, Kyle. Miss you.
Love you, Kyle.
Get back here, your creepy clown self and your sweet kitty self. Makes him sound like a furry. This just in, Kyle's a furry. What'd you do?
Well, only John and the audience knows.
Okay.
You'll see later.
All right, that's fine. So that being said, it's hot in here, guys.
It's because I'm in here.
We are all in our pseudo. I looked up pictures of Parisian fashion, and this is what we came up with. Because we are going to the city of Reva in today's episode of.
Why did the camera?
We give it a little boompy woompy.
Oh! That peaked the mic. Here we go.
And we're in. All right.
Welcome.
Great.
In the city of love, we do not give a shit.
Well, who cares if the camera is not on me? I'm looking good today. You know who I realize I look like? Alan Grant.
Kinda, yeah.
A little bit.
It needs to be red, and I'm Alan Grant.
Correct.
So, with that being said, those are, I think, all of our announcements that we need. And now, let's turn it over to Dan to roll that beautiful bean footage.
No, first we're gonna do
The bean footage.
all of it is the bean
recap.
footage. We're gonna do a nice little recap.
We have a new little present that Woody made for you all.
I made a little thing. It's like a minute long. Enjoy it.
So give me a.
Please let us know if the sound doesn't work, because
second.
it's the first time we're doing
Yeah.
this.
Here we go. Hey, good luck.
Test it.
Last time on the Ballad of the Nightmare Krew. After the fete, the crew was attacked by the notorious gangster Yuri the Butcher Gerzrek. After defeating these ill-prepared hooligans with the help of Keepa's tutor, Thinker, the crew interrogated one of his lieutenants, Leland Fitzmark, making a tenuous alliance with him. Our heroes learned the gangsters were sent by the secret cabal known as the Collective, an organization dedicated to foiling the goals of the crew. Rushing back to the villa, the crew discovered that Keepa has been kidnapped by this collective. But wait, there's more. It would appear that Dinokrates has betrayed them and killed his friend Rycroft and left a note with a clue leading to the surface city of Reva. And this is where we tune back in to the Ballad of the Nightmare Krew.
So,
Welcome to France.
as
Welcome to France. What if I go in like this?
Ava,
She is our French dog.
She's a French dog.
Bichon
Every
fleece.
she's like so chill just to be in your arms right now. Oh my god.
Thank you for coming. It was honestly the same with your brother. If you
It's
look
like
on the
during the
left,
stream,
it's a champion's lap and no
You'll
one's lap.
see.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, you mean like the last name? I thought you meant like
No, I'm
Okay.
champion.
No.
So, sweet friends.
Perché non lo sto?
That's not
If it is what you want.
So, thanks for talking about the sound, Nemi. But
It is romance.
Sweet
romance. So, as the camera pans back down to our crew, you guys have just had a long rest. So if you haven't, please go ahead and mark it in your character
Oh,
sheets.
fuck.
I don't have a pen.
I didn't know we took a long rest.
Well, the session ended last time with you guys taking a nap
Nice.
or going to bed.
We did, yeah.
At Thinker's place.
Well, I fully didn't.
Sex on legs.
Yes.
Now you're bunking up in Thinker's bachelor pad.
Where many guests.
Many guests.
Lots of entertaining.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
All my 8 charisma.
you all awaken. Relatively nice sleep. You were on the floor, on the pseudo couch. Everything's pretty small in there, but you all have a rest. So, the plan was today to go to the portal that leads you to Reva, the first, or not the first, the great city of Reva, the first city on the surface of the planet. Anything you guys want to talk about before you head off?
No, I think we did all the talking last night. Did we not?
Yes, what is it with it? Sorry.
Oh, Pants. Oh, Pants. You hold on. Let's
It
reprogram
seems
that.
you've been malfunctioning, my friend.
I'm sorry. Oof.
Did that switch get flipped again?
I think it might have. Ooh. Now I'm British.
Do you have a
Was that it?
What?
you have a language like an accent switching shit?
I do. It's actually quite fun. Keepa love to do it.
Technically, that would be dialect. All right.
Thinker.
Although I've been told,
Couple of smarty pants.
Big brain over here. Yeah.
I've been told that there's only a
Dealing
few
with
that I can
robots.
actually do. But there's a couple settings on me.
Is there like a literal switch, or?
They're labeled in quite interesting crayon.
Oh, can we see it?
Yes. What's happened here? Jesus.
Don't
we-
worry.
we can.
Keep about your business.
What settings do you have?
I've got German, French, English, Southern,
Oh no.
And would it be southern where? Could you do an example for us?
Well, look, if you're just gonna have to be out of here, and enough of this, and if there's nothing else that can be done, you've got to make sure that you wet your whistle out on the prairie dogs, my friend.
So like,
I'm
Alright.
so sorry. That was. I don't do that one often. I feel a bit. I don't know.
Your demeanor definitely changes.
I know. I do feel like I own a lot of
like a
land.
plantation.
Yes, like a plantation. Those.
So, is there any other switches?
Boy. No.
All right.
And you let Keepa flip your switches.
All right, Ryujin. We don't need to make it weird.
I let her. What do you mean?
Speaking of which,
Aye, Ryujin. What
Speaking of Keepa,
we should likely get
That's
underway.
all
I
asked.
agree, Thinker. This conversation is my hell.
She found the switch, and
She was looking for switches on you.
I am not a.
You're an adult robot.
I am not an adult robot. I haven't been alive that
I
long.
think you're picking a very strange fight.
I think so as well. Oh, wait, what?
I think you're picking.
I'm picking a strange fight?
Yes.
This is the one that's picking.
I think he's doing it on purpose just to get you.
I like to draw out the emotion in you.
Oh.
It's quite interesting.
Well, this was a nice morning, but
Your child is
Who?
missing and
Aye,
we should go.
yeah.
Who's speaking?
this
This-
is
Yara.
Yara.
So sorry. I don't. Okay, let's just go.
Oh, I was like,
I didn't know who it was.
You know your old character's wife?
Okay, my old character's wife didn't have a voice until 2 sessions
Wow.
ago.
Wow. Okay.
While you're saying you
Wow.
didn't give your wife a
Wow.
voice?
Interesting. Funny how that works.
Didn't think I'd ever see my wife again.
Alright, so,
I would like to say before we continue that Thinker has been given his first mote of inspiration from Nemi to Thinker the adult robot.
And I'll tell you, Nemi, P.A.N.T.S does not wear pants.
Thank you.
So you have a d6 to roll whenever you need to,
Oh.
once. And it only lasts this session.
Oh my god.
you are currently wearing
Thank
my
you.
old cloak.
Thank you so much.
Pants?
Yeah, I gave my cloak to you.
I don't remember a goddamn thing. not a single thing.
While we're on the boat,
Uh-huh.
the ship,
you guys are walking through a
Oh.
portal.
that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as we're walking and talking,
Yeah, we're west winging it
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
How long
Once
does
we
it take
get
to get
through
to the
the
portal
portal.
from where we are?
To get to the portal from where you guys, the portal is in like the central part of the city, like kind of
There's the map there.
the to look at the map, not the roots, the tangle. It's the piazza. It's just below the piazza, very close. You guys are up near the pool up there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought we were in the
Oh no, you're in Constellation.
Yeah,
so
that's-
it's
yeah.
really just a quick train ride, metro. What is it?
The
A wink.
Also,
A quick wink ride
Yes.
away.
also, thank you for the raid.
Marquee Gaming.
Oh, hey,
Hello,
Marquee.
friends.
Thank you for the
Oh,
raid.
welcome.
We have just begun.
We're just getting to Fantasy Parish.
Hey, Marquee Gaming, welcome to the chaos that is Bards of New York. We have a good time. We just started, so hang out, grab a drink, because we certainly did, and come play some D&D.
Kind of looks like I peed in here. All right, anyway.
Chat, who's here?
So
Welcome, Marquee Gaming and friends. So, as you guys are heading, you guys get on the Wink, which Wink cars are above-ground tram systems, like a. Think of it like what's the Chicago train?
The L.
The L in Chicago. But a lot nicer. It's clean. Everybody rides it, and it basically gets everybody around the city quickly. It's also free to use.
Wow. What's that like?
Yeah.
The L's not free to use.
Oh.
Well, this one is.
Oh.
Yeah, the Wink is free to use.
Oh, we're just raising our
Yeah.
fist at the.
At the
Yeah,
MTA.
MTA.
So you guys make it there. It's a nice day, slightly overcast, a breeze.
On the journey there,
Yeah.
Thinker's just sort of looking around. He does this from time to time. It's a little more fueled by a bit of rage and anger at this point to try and sort of fix what he, I believe, feels is his own mistake. So he's just sort of looking around the city as it travels by for any sort of inspiration that could come to him for either something that could be helpful. I don't know, from just the machinery, the life of the city.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Oh, that's a good question. It's a nice 16.
16. All right. With a passive perception of 16, you're kind of taking things in, looking around. Main thing you do see are the V2 Kevins flying around, and they're these drones that have these mechanical arms that shoot these beams at people. And you've seen them before, but you just are kind of looking a bit closer today. That's with the 16 you get that. Yeah, that's what you get. Anybody else looking around as they are also making their way through all the different places?
I'm not looking around, but I do have something to say once everybody else finishes looking around.
I thought you were saying something, Dan.
I was going to, and all of it went away. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I'm surprised Bim has not brought this up yet, but Ryujin, you know how sometimes I can see the dead?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can see the dead?
Why is it whenever any one of us is absent and you have to
Lay them.
Jaeger us, you are suddenly Ace Ventura pet detective?
Really true. Even Leonidas.
That's the price you guys get for leaving. For a session, you're Ace Ventura.
That's fair.
Yes, Bim, I can. So, I told you about this, Ryujin, but I've been seeing like Leonidas in some ways around, like glimpses of him, and he's with me when I'm in combat a lot, which sounds crazy, but I had a dream about him last night, and that's not actually the important thing. But what the important thing is that when I woke up, sometimes I can like feel the essence of them still, and I tried to reach out and sense Leonidas, and instead of sensing Leonidas, Ozymandias appeared.
It's this creepy dude who really wanted us to kiss him.
Would we know who that is?
You guys have no idea.
Yeah,
who
we
it
have no
is.
idea. So
We probably would have told P.A.N.T.S.
at least
Yeah,
P.A.N.T.S.
okay, you've been told about Ozymandias.
Actually, we probably would have told you both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in case everyone forgot, Ozymandias was the guy who made the deal with Leonidas that got him killed, essentially, and he works with the community. Correct me if I'm wrong, God.
No, that's correct. He is a because it's been a while since we've revisited our sweet boy Ozzy, our sweet tech bro and Wall Street bro Ozzy, finance bro Ozzy, the people I serve at Westville. Dude, are you okay?
What?
He's French.
Oh, you're French. He is a high-powered incubus. And works for the community, which in this iteration, or at least as of now, is known as the Collective here. And he is the one who made a deal with Leonidas to kill, as now we've learned, Rycroft, who is now dead. Funny how that works. To be able, and then be able to give then Leonidas all the temporite he would need to come here to the 5th iteration and back. And that is who Ozzy is. He's just a sweet bean.
Sweet. Looks like there's gonna be enough of
So I'm not.
Sorry.
This is while we're walking to the portal too. So,
Yeah.
I have no solution for it, but I feel like I should tell you because either I'm just crazy. That's fine. We can handle that. Or he is coming back through me.
Lilith, did y'all kill Ozymandias?
That's my question.
I remember.
We would remember if we killed
Yeah, no, it's
Ozymandias.
yes, you guys did defeat Ozymandias.
Okay.
He was killed, I think, by Callias. Did the
That
final
makes
blow.
I
sense.
do think we. Yeah, I thought we killed him.
And so you did. But I need actually. Can my friends here, everybody, roll me either religion or Arcana?
Both of my best things.
What'd you get?
That's a crit fail.
You're like Jesus who?
Religion.
Yahweh, more like Yah-nah. Oh my fuck!
What'd you
roll?
roll?
2 19s?
Yes.
I said or one. Okay, I guess and or.
I was just seeing which one I got.
Okay.
They should be the
They're
same.
they're the same.
All right. Yeah, they
to
are.
me,
They
so-
are.
No, I'm saying the plus is the
Oh, okay.
same.
All right. Anybody get above a 20?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
22.
Ryujin, you actually do know this. I think, let's say, in your time in Revan, from learning, fiends and devils, when they're destroyed on the material plane, they don't actually die. They go to reform on their home plane. So Ozymandias is not fully dead. Only, what is it described?
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Yeah.
Just napping.
I
Just
relay
needs,
this.
just needs a miracle.
I relayed this revelation that I remembered to everyone. Oh gosh.
Well, that means that Ozzy's probably going to come find us. If he now knows where I am, then he knows where we all are.
So we just have to kill him on his own turf.
Is there any way to traverse planes?
I'm sure. I mean, if
I'm
we've
sure we've gone to an entire different iteration, so I'm sure
unless
it might even be easier.
unless
Unless?
Thelikas has it blocked so that we cannot.
Well, we are going to meet him at some point, so I guess we can ask for that as well. Add that to our laundry list of issues we need to speak with Thelikas about.
Well, I think it's a problem for another day. I think the problem right now is to find a child. Yeah?
Yes,
I agree.
And if we were to find the child, success.
Yes.
Aye. I think what we should focus on is getting information to find Keepa. Good?
I concur.
Good. That's written ask.
Y'all, what's
Are you
going on?
new?
What's going on with me?
Are you
right
okay,
now?
dude?
This is the
I
real
don't
casual
know.
fan.
I don't know.
You like take a moment in the bathroom and kind of like,
I think because my sinus. What does that mean?
you know what I mean.
Why would I do that?
Well, sometimes
the
when you're
French.
sometimes when your T levels are too high, you gotta release something.
Sometimes when I got
Demi's right, Chet's husband. Okay. So, you think we can go to Runda? The only other clue we have about Keepa is au revoir, written on that note. So, any ideas are welcome.
Was something also mentioned about being a gardener in that note?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe that's more of a clue.
Well,
Do
didn't we
you know-
establish that Doug was a gardener?
Yes, but I mean,
There is a garden in Reva.
perhaps that's where we would find the clue that Doug or Trap Doug may have left behind.
It's a good start.
I do think we should go to there, though. I think that would be the first place to go. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I wasn't making sentences before. I was on the wrong.
was one switch,
I was
like,
on
stuck in the
wrong
middle?
setting. I'm back. I think we should go to Ravon, and
Ravon?
I think we should go to.
I love the switch. Like, it's like your belly button. Is that what like
Because
like
you know, I just think that
I'm a fan of this.
Yeah.
I'm a
I
big
like
fan of this.
well, what are we doing sitting here? You know, I think we just gotta hop up on and go.
We're walking.
I like this new path.
I mean, we are on our way, right?
The portal's just right up ahead over there.
You guys are riding on the wink for a bit, and you get to your stop at the piazza, and it's a quick walk from the piazza. You arrive to the portal. Now, just to set the scene what this portal looks like, it's a large platform with kind of these kiosks in front of it for people to walk onto. And then at every 30 minutes, there is an activation of the portal to bring people from Revan and back. Roll me perception checks on this portal. Or investigation. This would be investigation. You get advantage.
Can it be perception?
No, it's. I mean, you could give me perception, and I'll give you different information.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to think about that.
Oh, there's a Scottish one.
Yeah.
That was Scottish.
That's a Scottish
Is it
one.
Scottish?
There are 5 switches. That's a Scottish one.
Wait, are you taking notes?
I'm keeping. We got German, French, English, Southern, Scottish.
This was supposed to be German. That is
If
what,
you do 2 switches at once, it comes out Scottish.
it's if you've just got to know. No, that's German. That's Scottish.
I don't know what that is.
I think there is a Scottish
Maybe there's
switch.
just like a
it's-
roulette switch,
If
and it's
that's
just
what
whatever.
you have no.
You know what? It sounds like when I
You've
try
got
to make
put your
Sal's,
Irish accent in the back of your throat.
Sal's dialect.
You know? Right in the back of your throat.
No, okay.
Are you?
But you're trying to do German.
I'm trying to.
Hey, chat.
This is why you come here.
Hey, Nemi and chat, if you guys could do a poll to see what accent P.A.N.T should talk in for the rest of the night, that'd be awesome.
I will also say, Nemi, I just rolled a 1, so you.
Oh, that's 1! Nice! Oh, sorry, that was loud. I'm sorry, Mike.
Too late now.
So, who got, what'd you get
23.
on investigation? What'd you get
Nat 1.
on,
Investigation.
you're looking at bugs.
Oh, you said investigation.
Investigation or perception, you get different information.
Wait, roll either or. I roll perception.
Okay, that's fine. You'll get it since you would know a little bit more about this.
12 on investigation.
Nice.
I rolled a 1 on both.
Wow.
I rolled it once, but
You're just adding it to both.
if you count my ability score out of modifier, I rolled a 13, but I rolled a 1.
A 1. Okay. So, here's what happens. As you guys are walking in, all of the you're looking at these two large, almost like spine-like spires that come out of the side of this platform. And on them, these spires, as you look closely, they're made of two types of materials. One that is, and with the perceptions, you'll get this. One that is a kind of a light purple, and one that is a cobalt blue. And you would know with that, they're scales.
Like to weigh your heart?
As in like dragon scales. Dragon scales, come along to dragon scales. Okay.
Come along, take my hand.
Let's all go to Reva land.
Well, we changed the lyrics.
Ryujin starts singing that at the gate, and we're all like,
It's a nursery rhyme that Ryujin sung.
As a baby.
No, pure.
It's so they're made out of dragon scales, almost like mismatched. And one is a cobalt blue, and one is amethyst, actually. Amethyst.
Are there any like bits of scale that have fallen off due to age or anything, or is it pretty well?
This one's pretty well maintained. You don't see any at the moment, but I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
I mean, if you want to scale, I have a dragon.
They do shed them.
Yeah.
We will discuss. I have some plans.
I think we go through the portal that would lead us to Reva, unless these portals. Hello, Mom?
Give her a ring.
Did Mom try to FaceTime you?
No.
Oh.
It wasn't even Mom. It
Ah.
wasn't. I'll text him.
Only thing I'd accept is Mom.
It was Dakari.
Oh.
Dakari?
I think we just go through the portal that's going to get us the closest to the park.
There's only
The
one
garden?
portal,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and it brings you
Misunderstood.
to the city center of Reva
Then
as well.
let's
Let's do
go.
Okay. So you guys get onto the portal. You step. There's like little almost pads that they want you to stand on for safety, and almost like a transporter but like Tesla. It's like a Wardcliffe coil meets transporter from Star Trek. You guys, and almost in a flash, and almost like you guys have woken up, feeling like you're falling from sleeping. You guys are in Revan. Or Reva. Damn it. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Oh, it was my fault. It was my suggestion.
Wow.
You guys are in Reva. The city, for those of you who are from the 4th iteration in Cordia, feels the most familiar you've had in months. It has buildings made out of wood and stone and architecture that reminds both of you of home, of Revan, the city that it will soon, in many, 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 many years, become. Large steepled arches, almost Gothic in style, and as you guys exit this portal on this side, it's bustling. There's people everywhere. The first thing you notice, though, no one needs to roll a perception for this, is dragons flying above. You see at least 3 circling the sky above you, and then also you see way off in the distance as you look around 2 wyvern riders patrolling the city. Reva is a city of dragons. You see dragonborn of every shape and size. You see all this dragon, almost like it's almost touristy for Mobians to go see. There's stands with little dragon puppets and dragon toys and stuff, and it's awesome. So you guys round this corner to this square. What you see is this large kind of octagonal monument. In the center of it is a statue, and it's this large dragon shining in the sunlight, and 2 humanoids. 1. Actually, roll me, you two, my locals, and Bim Bam may know this too. Roll me history checks.
It's a solid 19.
A 19? Okay.
Good for you, because I got an 8.
Nice.
An 8. And I'll say Bim Bam gets a little bit.
I'll roll for Bim Bam. Got a 17.
17. All right. So between you and Bim Bam, you recognize these people, these 3 individuals. 1 as Thelikas. 1
Excuse me.
on the statue. 1.
Oh.
No. They're
We were both like,
these are
he's there. We found him.
These are large statues, like a couple stories tall. Another one as Ryujin Valtimeri, the founder of Reva, and the third large dragon, also there, as a dragon known as, let me pull up my name so I say it right, Shidoxi.
Shidoxi.
The Winged Storm. And you guys would also know this. This is a monument to the history of the War of the Storm.
Okay.
And as you guys walk around, you see all these little plaques along explaining the War of the Storm. Would you guys like to read in further?
Yes. I'm a whore for lore.
Whore for
Please.
lore.
Hashtag whore for lore. Put it in chat, folks. So, as you guys are walking around, this is talking about it was one of the turning points of Mobio in this region as a whole. It was right as Thelikas was awakening, and the Winged Storm, Shidoxi, was coming from the distance. Her storm and her lesser dragons with her. Shidoxi is a great worm.
Oh.
One of the most powerful dragons to exist.
Okay.
She is a gem dragon. The first one is talking about the Winged Storm descended on Reva and Mobio, the great gem worm Shidoxi, and her hordes of blue dragons. The next one talks about the battles that were fought in the early parts of the war. And in the early battles, Shidoxi didn't engage. She stayed up in the mountains and sent her lesser minions to go do it. It was blue dragons, silver dragons, bronze, every chromatic gem, metallic, you name it. She had sway over them. But Reva, with the help of Mobio and all the Kevins, were able to hold off most of the attacks, and rather successfully. Then came the final battle, where Shidoxi did enter the fray. This massive great worm. And you see kind of a depiction on a little relief of a blast emanating from her. Until Shidoxi entered on the attack and let out a burst of magic. Magic that's been dubbed the Neutron Squall. This blast, it says, crumbled most of Reba and Mobio. But strangely enough, there were no mortal casualties in this blast. However, nearly the entire fleet of Kevins were crumpled, destroyed, with this neutron squall. This show of power, after this, and it goes to the kind of the next side of it, a big change. This show of power goes to, and you look at this, Shidoxi kind of like turning into more of a human form, a human-esque form, more like a dragonborn-esque, and requesting meeting with the leaders of Mobio and Reva, which at the time were Thelikas, who's now newly awakened and was helping with the war effort, and Ryujin.
This is still in the 5th iteration?
This is the 5th iteration.
What
If
is
you
it?
remember
It's
when
been
we did the Quiet Year, and for those at home, to build Mobio and the city around it, we played a game called the Quiet Year. It's kind of like a map building apocalypse game, and that's how we kind of built Mobio together. And it ended with a massive dragon flying in and a war starting.
That really abstract looking stick thing by the mountain.
Yeah, it looks like the what is it, what's Trogdor? What's that? Yeah. I know. Call back to that, right?
I do think that was my fault as well, so I'm sorry. what? I don't know. The
So,
end of that was
in this, Ryoshi and Thelikas were respectful of this great show of power from Shidoxi. And they came into this field where they met with Shidoxi and made an arrangement. From then on, Shidoxi and Ryoshi would rule Reva side by side, and the descendants of Ryoshi would heed the counsel of this great worm, and in return, Shidoxi will help these mortals understand her dragon kin and make it a safer world for everybody. This meeting, and the final bit, last couple reliefs, is simply called the Alliance of the Concordant, which is the first great alliance of the 5th iteration. And since then, it has you guys. That's kind of the end. And you guys are like, oh, cool. We're at a museum. We're learning. This is nice. Since then, the Kola, the underwater civilization, has also joined the Concordant. Emissaries have been sent, and they have joined. So you kind of see this last relief, kind of in a corner of these Triton and Lokatha coming and making an agreement as well, and signing and joining this alliance. And that is the lore of the war. What do you guys learn?
Nice. Lore of the war.
Lore of the war.
Lord of the War.
Well, do you feel like you're maybe related to these people, Ryujin?
Well, I mean, I don't know how relation works between iteration, but it is.
That is your last name, correct?
It is. And I have spoken to Runda. And in a way, I guess I am.
Do you want to be king?
Do I want to be king?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ryujin.
We could make you king.
That's too much for me to handle.
You know,
right
this
now.
kind of reminds me of a play I once saw called, what's it called? John Connor. It's a man who goes to a different planet and he like rules them because he's somehow super strong there and it's cool.
John Connor.
Isn't that it? You know.
I
know
think
what
I
you're
remember
talking
that
about,
play
but I
coming
can't-
through
What-
Revan when I was a kid.
Yes, it came through Nesselton as well. It was rather cool. I mean, the effects were rather campy, but I kind of liked it. I love theater.
Is it?
P.A.N.T.S, what's your opinion of theater?
I have no relation to theater, but I will go and have a grand time.
I believe that is a relation.
Shut it.
Well, all he does is
Is
he's just
P.A.N.T.S
thinking.
threatened that there are 2 robots?
I'm so sorry. I've switched a lot of switches on me today, and
All right.
I don't know what to do.
As you switch your final switch.
God damn it.
P.A.N.T.S. It's stuck. Can't move.
What is this? Motherfucker. Alright, look. There's gotta be enough of this to come out here, and
Are you currently struck?
I'm stuck on the 7, alright?
Would you care for assistance?
I don't think I can get out of this. I think I've broken what I have.
That is what I'm here for. And out of my armor, ting, 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 a number of different tools come out. If you would allow me, I would be most intrigued in seeing your inner functions.
With his tools.
Is that a pickup line?
I think it.
This is kind
I
of
think
hot.
it might be.
Says Ryujin from the corner.
What is
know this was
What
my
is it that
king.
you're going to do with my inner functions?
Investigate.
Ooh, should I be in this room right now? a little hot and heavy.
This is by far the most excited you have seen Thinker. And probably throughout this day, Thinker has likely been trying attemptedly, subtly, asking you questions about yourself, trying to figure out sort of how you view the world, how you interact with it,
Yeah.
how life is for you.
If you want to. I just. Fine.
He said,
And
Hey, roll me a intelligence saving throw.
a saving throw.
Is there a tinkering?
It would just be using like the Tinker's tools.
You have Tinker's tools?
Are you trying to
That's
fix
already
him or just learn about it?
artificer.
I think Would you care to be fixed? If I can find a way to deactivate this, I believe, southern switch you have flipped on currently, would you prefer I did that?
I'm so sorry. What?
Perhaps I need to investigate your hearing as well, but would you like me to attempt to fix you?
In what way do I need to be fixed?
Oh, I merely thought that you were uncomfortable given your current speech pattern.
No, I'm used to that. I'm used to whatever the heck. Sometimes Keepa would put a little bit of gum in there, and it would gum up the works, if you know what I mean.
Huh.
But sometimes I would be stuck. I need all of you to stop thinking
that is something I cannot do.
You said what you said. I'm not gonna say anything else, but you said what you said. So
look,
let that be known.
Look, I just fine. You can try and fix me if you'd like to. I don't.
I think I'm trying. I'm trying mostly to learn.
Learn? All right, do an intelligence.
Check or save it?
Just do your proficiency plus your intelligence. This is like a learning. There's really no learning thing, so
okay, it's a nice
saving throw.
19.
19? Yeah, taking it in. He's a Kevin V.
He's a Kevin. Okay.
Yeah, so the P.A.N.T.S is a modified Kevin.
Okay.
A Kevin that you, and unbeknownst to you, until much later, Keepa had kind of reformatted and rewired to. It's a Kevin. So we all know this is lore. We know about the difference between Jacobites and Kevinites.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna put him in the chat right now.
Yes. So the difference between Jacobites and Kevinites. Jacobites are automatons or androids who have once been mortal flesh bags, who have become like you, who have become a android, transfer their consciousness into. And then there's Kevinites, which Kevinites, it's kind of like Westworld, where they are androids who have reached their own consciousness. And that is what P.A.N.T.S is. So he was found, discarded by Keepa and Doug, and rewired, and kind of rebuilt into what P.A.N.T.S is today. So that is what P.A.N.T.S is.
Wonderful.
And some really you're looking through it, and Keepa has done some wonderful work.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you're impressed. I never taught Keepa this. Just more of an intuitive sort of thing that Keepa has learned.
Wonderful. Anything specifically other than those modifications unique that makes P.A.N.T.S P.A.N.T.S? Things that I might not have expected or known?
Not necessarily. What's really interesting about him, and something that you don't have a whole lot of, is there is organic component to P.A.N.T.S, as in the roots of the tangle have been used to make, and a lot of the Kevins have roots of the tangle that kind of uses almost a central nervous system. It is a magical sort of vine system that is kind of a arcane, here in Mobio, like a power line. Arcane power can be transferred between roots very effectively.
Fascinating.
Things like telephone poles or something like that. And that's one thing that you personally don't have a lot of. You're a lot of metallic. You're a big walking bucket.
Yeah.
So yeah. And also P.A.N.T.S can remove his arm and use it, like it's removable.
Propulsion arm. It is a propulsion arm, and let me tell you, quite a few experiences I've been in has it been coming helpful.
Fascinating. I appreciate this academic adventure.
You're still stuck on Southern.
I do declare, I don't know how to get out of this accent, and I'm I would be a bit remiss if I was not to wonder what is next.
If I might
go ahead,
toss out a suggestion. I mean, it's fine that you speak like this now, but maybe Keepa can take a look at you when we find her.
That's what I was going to say. The faster we find Keepa, the faster you'll get out of this accent.
Ooh, maybe we can only have you talks in beeps and boops.
That would be a new one.
It would be interesting.
I don't think.
Is that if you tear off the switch?
I've never tried that.
Is it a sticker?
No, it's not a sticker. It's more of it's a switch.
All right. I assume that we've made it to the park, the garden.
Yeah, there's also, you guys also, we're going to come meet Runda as well here. But we can definitely check out the park first.
That was our plan. It was park first, right? Then Runda.
All right. As you guys are walking there, just for the walk and talk, can you just roll me This is just like as you're taking in the city, so this is going to be perception. Just like what you notice as we're walking through.
We're trying different dice right now.
This is like pseudo vibe checks.
Dice was just garbage. Oh.
You were rolling so well yesterday or last week. What was it?
That's a 2.
That's
well,
a 2.
It's not a 1.
21.
A 20. Jesus fucking Christ.
Also a 21.
15.
Well, with a 2, it's a 15.
21. With a 2, it's 15.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, you have a high perception. And Bim
So I
Bam is
rolled
through
a
the roof.
goddamn fucking
You have
2.
a plus 14?
Okay, my 21 kids.
Yeah, plus 30.
There's a call board that you guys just kind of like as you're walking by, like a notice board, and you see a job posted, and it's about the local mithril mine that the foreman needs help clearing because a lot of corrupted draconians have infested it, and they're looking for a team to clear them out. That's it. But as you're looking at it, you both are reading and there's kind of stopping, and you two maybe are talking about buttons or arms or like about his machinations.
Oh yeah, I'm always asking you questions.
You guys
All right.
get a whiff of fresh air. Something that you haven't really smelled in a while since being in the 4th iteration and when Amber would appear. Just something,
Ryujin.
and like you guys,
smell
the hair on the back of your neck kind of
I
picks
grab
up,
Ryujin's jacket.
and like you turn around and you almost see like a figure enter, like out of the corner of your eye disappear. But as you like look around and like look for it, there's nothing.
I send beans after the scent.
Oh, okay. Roll me a survival check for beans as like a tracking.
I love this.
I can smell you.
You can smell? I don't know if I smell.
I would assume you have some sort of olfactory sensor.
You get to decide that.
Yeah, this is up to
I
you.
don't think I can smell.
Okay, well maybe we can add one for you. Keepa can maybe build something for you.
I would also be
23.
happy to assist you.
Looks around. You see it follows it to like an alley, and you guys kind of follow it, and it's a dead end, and there's nothing there.
I just can't.
That
I do
fucker.
understand.
That's our one shot at finding Ember.
What is it that you found? What is it that you found?
We didn't find anything, but we used to know this person who smelled a certain way, and no one really smells like she does. And one of our friends typically would hang out with her.
Was that the one named Amber?
Yeah.
I now wonder if she's the one that may have gotten your switch stuck. Maybe she's messing with you.
Does she have a similar accent?
Yes,
to what
she
I-
sure
She does.
It's like maybe a sign.
I don't know.
Can I go into light?
If she wants us to find her, she'll come talk to us.
Or we'll meet her in a tavern,
And
as
Lord-
we usually did.
Lord knows Ember does not want to be found, so we won't go looking for him.
I guess.
Can I use... I don't have anything. Never mind.
I'm sensing some hurt feelings. You want to talk about it?
Really is a
There's nothing to talk about really there, Bim. I've told you about Ember. And I'm just of a belief that you don't abandon your friends when you're all stuck in an iteration that isn't your own. That's all.
Why are you yelling?
With reason. We traveled so far from home and then lost. One died, and one decided to disappear.
And we've
And then they gained 2 robots.
We
Which-
lost 2
which you
cats
are
and gained 2
lovely.
robots.
Yes, and we lost Calais, and so I just feel like Ember has done a very selfish thing, and maybe he'll be stuck in this iteration forever as punishment.
Saucy.
Was
Sorry.
that saucy?
Saucy.
I think he said, so I'm going to have to I keep flipping back and forth and I can't do it.
Well, I can investigate it.
I am back now.
Interesting.
We voted.
think-
in.
No,
I
the
think
chat
the gods
voted.
of the
You have to
chat
be for the
voted.
rest of the session. It's a big switch now.
It's Southern and P.A.N.T.S.
Look, I do declare that I do agree that
I do declare, and I do agree.
I do agree that there was a bit of a I don't think it was very. Amber just went up and left. What a sack of side eyes, you know.
Is that an expression?
What?
Is that an expression?
What?
Sack of sawed eyes.
Well, yes, it's not something that everybody has. Look, Keepa gave me, for this accent, she gave me a learning manual that had to do with the movie.
Go on.
You mean the play? What is a movie?
Sorry, the play Judge Dredd.
I see.
Is that a southern character?
I
No.
don't think Judge Dredd is. He's actively not Southern,
Southern, okay.
but okay.
It has to do with the movie.
If my information is to be believed, you're more or less emulating Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, yes, that is what it is. Foghorn Leghorn.
That's a play I haven't heard of.
That's a play I have never heard of. Looney Tunes. Back in action, if you will.
Through you, that is.
Yes, I have. It was
bring them
played
back
over
in.
and over again, and I had to learn the voice of Foghorn Leghorn.
There's a garden we have to see.
Yeah, I think we should actually do it.
I would assume we're probably at the mouth of the garden.
Yeah,
by
you guys.
this
So
time.
you guys have made your way through the city, and
Tunes.
you actually pass kind of on more the outskirts. So the garden's more on the outskirts of this part of the city. The large park and garden. You pass somewhere that's familiar to you, and could you describe it for us?
Oh, it is an old rick house. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I spoke it that way.
I'm here for it.
It is a rick house, whichever you want to use. Abandoned. Well, is it abandoned?
It's not.
Maybe describe how it was in
Yes,
your Revan, and then
in-
Woody will
yes,
describe how it is
absolutely.
here.
So, this is an old abandoned whiskey rack house. There are old barrels left around. Well, there were at the time when Ryujin would hang out there when he was younger, that they would drink whiskey out of at too young of an age. This rack house was decked out in furniture that was secondhand, and secondhand could also mean stolen. And the walls are riddled in art that was drawn by each of his friends and himself. But it's a nice rectangular building made of wood on the inside. And yeah.
Yeah. As you open it or walk past it, you see it. It's a brand new building. It is a beautiful warehouse, and on the front, 2 barn doors where you would open it. It's the Still, Still, Brothers warehouse.
I always wondered why it said Ill Brothers on the front of the.
It's ill
Oh.
up here.
That's why you chose it.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, so it's and you kind of like as you're taking it in, you go, whoa! Like it feels suddenly so familiar. The smell almost is there, except for the old wood, but like you're almost back being a young acolyte again, part of the Promethean Tower with your friends.
Are you all right?
Have you ever seen this place before?
It reminds me of a place I used to hang with a couple of my friends. It was definitely not this pristine, but I may want to check this out later.
As you guys are kind of standing in front of it, the door opens and it closes, and you see this like rather thin dwarven man come out, and he looks at you. He like sees you all just kind of standing there looking at the building. And goes, "Hello, may I be of assistance to you?"
Oh no, we're just tourists from Mobile. We just wanted. I like your whiskey gin spirit.
Saved it.
Is this what you want?
Yeah.
This is. I mean, you've heard of our products before, oui?
We have been. Yes.
Are you one of the Still brothers?
Or the Ale
Are
Brothers.
you still the Still brothers?
Are you still in the Ale?
I am.
Are the Still brothers still here working in the still?
I am a still of the Still Brothers, but I am not. Fuck me. Damn it! I am not one of the Steel Brothers. I am a Steel, but I am not one of the brothers. I am a Steel cousin. It is a family venture.
A dozen.
Sure, yes. Are you, so you're tourists and you wanted to, you are interested in the product?
I'll never say no to whiskey. You make whiskey, right?
Yeah, we not just the whiskey. We also have brandy, rum, and many other fine liquors. And he kind of rolls his eyes. It's like we wanted to insert into the market something that wasn't just the seal liquor or anything made with the droop or anything like that. So we came up with our own brand and figured out our own recipes, and we've made our own different aperitifs and liqueurs for it. Would you like to sample some, or are you going somewhere?
We are going somewhere, but we could always visit afterward.
Okay, later, y'all open.
Well, this is not a tasting room, but if you wanted to, I work here every day from sun up to I'm going to lunch now, but to sundown for the most part. So if you just knock and ask for Cecil, that is me. Cecil Still. Oui. Okay. Kind of sees the Kevin and kind of like looks you up and down and. Right. So you're going somewhere, or?
Yeah, I'm their tour guide.
Oh, oui.
I am from here.
Are you?
Roll me a deception check, my king.
Is it a lie?
13.
A 13?
Yes.
Oh, with a 13. I need to bring my dice out. I need a.
Here.
Like, may I take this one?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. Looks like he goes. Okay. Well. I'm glad that you have a local has heard of the brand we are making. So. Well, just come by any time and I'll take you through the tasting of all of our different aperitifs and spirits, and we also have some non-alcoholic beverages as well.
What is that implying?
Merci beaucoup. I did a little studying before I came here.
My God. Well, right.
I lead them around. I cannot control their behavior.
That is fine. Just.
Sorry, we gotta go now. We need to go.
So unique of a group.
We
Alright.
shall see you
Also
later.
sees like a silent Bim Bam, just like like behind the mask, wide eyes. Just,
Terrifying.
He's always scheming.
yeah. All right, you guys leave Silas. I need to write Silas.
You're really from here?
Silas is his name? I thought it was Cecil.
Cecil.
Ryujin, you're from here?
No, that was definitely a lie.
No, I'll tell you right now. I know a few things about human emotion. That was a lie.
It was a...
Why would you lie to that poor
I
man?
mean, it wasn't necessarily like.
In a
Ryujin-
way...
Go
you're-
ahead.
You're correct. We are both kind of from here, just not in this iteration. Or this time period.
Fascinating.
I know. That's how I felt about it too.
That made me violently uncomfortable.
This place is very familiar to us because it is a more fresh version of the place we come from.
Was that history familiar to you that we found out there?
No, not in the slightest.
Interesting.
I think some things stay the same and some things change. The pastries are still just as good as they are in Revan.
That neutron squall is intriguing to me.
I think we'll learn more. Let's to
Although
the.
It does make me wonder. There's a city underneath Revan, at home.
There's not one here.
This could be that underneath city.
Oh. Well, hold on. Just a smack roll of a second. Are you telling me that this where we are currently is under the iteration, or under your iteration? Is that what you're implying?
Yeah, it's merely conjecture.
There's the Raven we're from, which is thousands and thousands of years older than this Reva, is has what's called the Maison de Rêve, which is like the house of the dead. So it's where people are buried, and then what the scholars do, the priests do, is that they practice necromancy, and they get those stories from the dead so that the history of Raven can be remembered and chronicled. But you need somewhere to store all those dead, so over the thousands of years they've just kind of built on top. And so our Raven has a huge hill. This one, not so much.
This one is actually within a valley between two mountains.
Have you ever thought about the idea? Is there an idea
Usually, yes.
that what are what we're doing here affecting other iterations?
I don't think so. I mean, we hope that it saves the other iterations in some way, but I don't think it has like a causation. Back me up here, Rittenhask. Like if we do something here, I don't even think that it's going to change anything, because the whole point of it is to start over.
Yeah, and that they're not connecting. I don't think that's what Delicass wants, actually.
Yes, I think that from what I've grasped is there is individuals who can travel between and try to make them better, like rip in pieces Rycroft was. That was insensitive. He just died.
Literally yesterday.
Yes.
He just died. I'm gonna need this to become yours now.
All right.
Because I can't wear that anymore.
But I feel like each iteration has a footprint, or each new iteration leaves a footprint on the iteration behind. Does that make sense?
Like an echo.
Yes. It's like rhymes. It's like poetry.
I've done research about echoes. I've done research about echoes.
Aye, and?
They're intriguing. I know that your friend, Leonidas, I know he had the ability to do that, didn't he?
Yes, it was rather impressive.
His name is Leonidas.
Leonidas.
I think your switch is stuck a little, like bump it over all the way.
Leonidas.
There we go.
It's much smoother now. I like it.
Do you have switches like that?
Let's see.
No.
As you hit it, it's very much like a tong.
My
Are
goodness.
you hollow?
No.
That seems like I'm going to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an inside check.
Inside check. 28.
14.
Roll what I'll ask you to roll.
It's. I mean, technically, no.
You're not hollow. Yeah. Wait, what? So you got 28?
I did get a 28.
Holy dick.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Actually, don't roll at all.
Everyone covered your ears.
Full of jelly beans. We put enough quarters in.
Taste the rainbow.
Sorry, I stuck my tongue in your ear, didn't I?
I
Is
know
that
you did,
trademarked?
and that's
It must be,
just,
isn't
It is, yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry I didn't say that.
I'm to the kirkyard.
Yeah. So
Yes.
after you finally make it to the kirkyard, it's this beautiful archway, wrought iron fencing, and through it you see just hills upon hills of this beautiful garden. Like you see people walking through, and the main thing that you really notice is there's these people. You look like what's her bucket from that.
Keep going.
Okay. It's like Little Edie. Is that her name? What is it? Or like Edie?
He's getting into character.
Yeah. Okay.
Wearing these different.
What is if it what you was?
I require you to shut down.
Just write babushka.
What is it? What is it that you what it was involved?
Miss Doubtfighter.
This is down to
Ooh. What is it that it was?
Could you put the switch back to where it was,
What
please?
What's it? Sorry about that.
All right.
Fucking.
Hills upon hills, this beautiful garden, and these individuals dressed in these very like dark, almost black, but have a slight brown tint to them, coveralls or robes as well, and they are hooded, and they have masks on.
Would we recognize any of these people?
You two roll me history checks.
We have planks of wood.
No.
It's a nice 17.
17.
Nice.
Oh, you got 17 in it.
That's
a natural 20.
a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. All right, between you two, with the dirty 20. You guys know these are the acolytes of the Corvus.
Can you spell any of that?
ACOLYTES.
Hold on. ACOLYTES. Okay.
Of the Corvus. CORVUS. And they are the individuals who garden here. As you guys know, they take care of the garden, they tend to it, and they also deliver funeral rites and prepare the dead.
You mentioned your town had a hill, correct?
Aye.
There seem to be many here.
Were you implying that your hill was where the dead people were?
Aye, yeah.
Well, there's a lot here. This is one of those places. Quite a few, if you will.
So
Perhaps this is the early part of that. Or
here
they'll do
in-
something different.
Here in Reva, exactly. They don't bury their dead in stone mausoleums. They bury them in gardens. And the dead give back, and they help grow these new beautiful flowers and plants. And that is kind of what happens here. And so you have all these beautiful gardens. And as you guys are kind of moseying your way through, you'll see these large, small gardens, but they all have, most of them have names, like family names attached to them. And a lot of families will have a garden. So if you guys want to look for a family or anything like that, you're more than welcome.
I'd love to look for. Yeah. You asking a specific one?
Well, it just depends on what families you want to look for.
I'd like to look for.
The mic is not going to pick you up, my love.
No, I got it.
We're now in the Wild West.
Well, I am a Southern.
That's not the West. That's a different accent.
Oh. Can I look for I don't know, the gold spear? Would there be a gold spear?
Roll me investigation. And if anybody wants to look for a certain family, you're more than welcome to look for one.
I am looking for anything having to do with the clue.
Yeah,
Okay. Then one of you roll investigation with advantage. You looking for
What's
any?
your investigation?
I'm gonna look for
Mine's
the
13.
rents.
Valtimeri?
Yeah, the vamps.
For sure. What'd you get?
Investigation?
Yeah.
No. 7.
7? And you were looking for
I don't know.
gold spear?
Yeah.
Gold spear, I mean.
Gold spear.
You kind of think about it, there are no, like, walking through town, you haven't really seen any Leonin around. So maybe there's not a lot of Leonin individuals who live around here, so the Neolithic, pseudo-Neolithic gold spears may be down in the arm in, like, Nibu or, like, in the fangs of Sekhmet, those mountains.
Right.
Where, like, you're from.
Where he's from.
So, or where Leonidas was from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think P.A.N.T.S was like thinking about that and like kind of like, oh, I guess they're not here, you know? Kind of pieces it all together.
18.
18? Yeah, you go, and one of the biggest gardens is the Valtimeris. You see the Valtimeri Grove is what it's called, and there's pathways walking through it. There's roses. There's sunflowers. There's like a lily pond, like a small little lily pond as well. No other names around, like plaques, and you kind of look around. It doesn't look like places that actually have like a few it's like, oh, Grandpa Joe. Like, there's like a little plaque here and there on a flower, but not a lot around here, or at least none that you really recognize. There's a couple like small ones, but seemingly no. Something about the Valtimeris, they haven't been buried here. For you two, what'd you get?
28.
28. Yep. As you guys are walking through, it's a beautiful garden, a beautiful day. The breeze is coming in off the rivers, or the river, because they kind of split the city. And you guys find a Dinokrates garden.
Oh shit.
It's very small. There is no personal names there. It's just been made. It is like a lily pond, like a lily garden, like a wet garden.
Is it obvious whether or not this is a new or old garden?
Old.
Interesting.
Yeah. It is a kind of a small circular garden with a pond and a small footbridge going over it. There are foxtails, foxtails, like those little like fuzzy things in the water. They all are all surrounding it.
Ducktails.
What do you call them?
We call them ducktails.
Ducktails?
We
Yeah,
call them ducktails.
You call them ducktails?
What are the
Cool.
ducktails?
The same exact thing he's talking
It's the
about.
fuzzy, like, you know, they grow out of water and they have like the fuzzy top, and like
Yeah.
if you take a bite out of one, it explodes.
Have a lot of experience
Yeah, I was
in
gonna
that
say,
arena.
have you
Do
been
you?
biting?
Yes.
Good.
Excellent.
Well, we know what he did as a kid.
As you guys are looking
Now we
around,
know
the Dinokrates one, these beautiful white lilies are all open on this pond. Yeah,
And we call them ducktails in the
ducktails?
Midwest.
cool.
They look like hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs.
The forbidden hot dog.
Forbidden hot dog.
Oh, cattails as well.
Cattails,
Ducktails.
What I
foxtails.
always
I think
called
I
them.
know them as cattails.
I've heard them
I
as
do too.
cattails too.
That's how I grew
Call
up.
them
Why did you
ducktails.
call
Oh,
them?
Why do I call them
Ducktails.
foxtails?
I don't know, dude.
They're
Weird.
Anyway, they are there.
Yeah, those things. You know, those things that grow in water and they're fuzzy.
Animal tails.
Water hot dogs.
Water dogs.
The
Water
glizzies of nature.
Stop.
Oh,
Glizzies.
no.
Your
No.
face was so disappointed.
I
in
hate
me.
that that's a word for hot dog. I just
Glizzy?
hate it.
Yeah.
You don't like glizzies?
That glizzy.
Please stop.
Sounds
Please
like
stop.
you're from
Wait.
Boston. Like
I have a question. Pause on the campaign, everybody at home. When I say the words, my friends here,
No.
glizzy gobbler, what do you first think of?
I mean, Woody, I know you, and I've heard of, I know what glizzies are.
Well, the scientific name of cattails are typha.
Oh.
that'd be a good
Thanks,
fancy name.
B-Town.
Typha's great.
Yeah, that is a great name.
Yeah, Typha's actually really cool.
Write that out. Typho. Why?
Thanks, B-Town.
Thanks, B-Town.
Typhoids.
What does Dan think when I say glizzy gobbler?
Fuck you.
That is
That's what
I mean,
think.
I know what a
Is a-
glizzy is, so then I would think a person that gobbles up hot dog.
Okay, that's all I needed. When I say glizzy gobbler, what do you think of?
That is scientifically what I know of.
Yeah, right. It's a hot dog.
I'm
But
just
Is there a
disappointed.
butt there? Is there a butt there? Fuck.
When you say it, it's implied that it's
Right,
something
sexual.
else. So we
it's
should
something
be
sexual
thinking
when you
something
say
else.
it. That's what I was saying.
Me realizing today for the first time that glizzy was another word for hot dog. Originally, I would have thought of
Something else.
A blow jibber?
something- Yeah.
Okay, thank.
Cock soccer.
A cock sucker.
That was great. I love
You
that.
said that like my
Go switch
grandma would
code,
say it.
Cocksacker. Oh,
Oh, good.
okay. All right. Well, I also thought a glizzy gobbler is like a really messy blajibber. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But-
it's probably good.
If somebody's like, I'm gonna glizzy
It's
gob you
probably
right now, I'd be
real
like,
wet and sloppy and woo.
But because it's hot dog eating, wouldn't you just think this is what's gonna happen?
"Arr." Well, have you seen the hot dog eating contest?
They break it in half and everything goes in.
They dip both in water and go.
You kind of just have to literally. Yeah, it's glizzy goblin.
They glob that glizzy.
What's the dude who won? Johnny
my-
Donuts?
that's my next
no,
D&D
it's-
No,
character.
it's
What's his name? Chat. Do you guys know the
the
hot
guy
dog
who,
eating?
the dude
It's-
who's won like 15 times and
On
just
Coney
won
Island?
again.
Me.
What's his name?
Could
Johnny
never-
Donuts?
I could
Johnny.
never do an eating contest.
I forget his name. Look it up. The glizzy
Let's
gobbler
roll.
guy. Look,
Oh my
literally Google
God.
that and you'll find
I
it.
still hate hot dogs.
Okay, thank you for amusing
Our-
me. Let's go back to the campaign.
Tangent.
Yeah, this is a glizzy tangent.
Thinkers, my current theory I would not be surprised given the
Joey
information.
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
What a strange name.
What did I say? Joey Donuts or something? Joey Bag of Donuts?
If what you know of your iteration's version of this is something beneath these hills, I would not be surprised if where they're currently hiding may be beneath this. However, I do not entirely wish to desecrate what may be an actual grave. However...
Well, I'll desecrate the shit out of it if you are uncomfortable. I'll take on that.
Wonderful.
Are we all together again, or are we
Well,
still
I was-
separate?
You're all
We
kind of
all
walk
move.
through together.
What I was thinking is that maybe I look around to make sure nobody's watching us. Maybe there's something in the water.
Only perception checks. All you as you.
You also said no one was buried in the Valtimeri plot.
Yeah, there seems to be no plots.
So my suggestion is we can
This is straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
you said investigation.
investigate.
Perception. This is perception.
Nice.
That's my third crit fail this session.
Whoa, Hannah, get the go.
But that's somewhere else.
Wash
A
yourself.
little dice gel.
12?
I should bring.
Han, what'd you get?
A crit
You
fail.
could fail. You slip into the water and splash in, and a attendant of Corvus, an acolyte, is like, "Oh my god, are you okay?"
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just clumsy. No, it's fine. I'll get out myself. Thank you.
This is disrespectful.
I know. It's
This
not
is
my
an
fault.
acolyte of Corvus.
It's not my, I turn on the invisibility thing
Oh.
and disappear under the water, and I want to look around underwater. Because that's essentially where I wanted to go. Anyway.
Looking. Where'd she go?
I didn't even
This-
see
you ever
another
seen-
person.
You've never heard of ghosts?
Oh my god, it's a real ghost.
You work in a...
Yeah.
You work here and you've never seen a ghost?
I mostly just mow the lawns.
Who were you talking about?
I rolled
You didn't see the
21.
ghost?
What
Give me a
ghost?
second.
Can you wink?
When a robot winks, one of its bright eyes just go out for a second.
That's all that you guys should know. Think's face doesn't really move or emote too much. It's just one of those situations where just like a little
Lights
light
up.
lights
Ah,
up.
yeah,
and
that's
it's
so
that's
cute.
incredible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, mow your lawns.
I will.
We will be more respectful in the future.
Please.
Well, we weren't disrespectful. What do you mean?
I don't know
Exactly.
if we were disrespectful, but let me tell ya.
Watch out for ghosts.
Thank you.
I think you should watch out.
And
for
like
ghosts. You've never-
waddles away.
I got a 25.
25. What'd you get?
21.
Okay, and roll me with advantage now that you're there, underwater, looking around.
Oh, me? Sorry, I was reading my thing on my...
Come
Oh.
Advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not at all.
That's 30.
Bam.
30.
30.
Holy dick.
Holy dick.
Okay, with all that, you guys are looking around. You guys, of all the little lilies, there's one that stands out weirdly.
A weird lily.
There's one lily that is a bright, not a bright, like a dark, purplish black.
Tinker, do you see that one?
From underneath
I do.
this lily, you see this droop fruit hanging underwater.
Not a droop fruit.
What does that tell me? Remind me the importance of droop.
Droops grow in the roots of Mobio. They are descendants of the berry
Are
cult.
these the berry? Okay, that's
the
what I
berry
thought, yeah.
cult that
Damn
Gundry Strongbeard started, and then later excused himself from after it got a little too
Got a little too.
Weird.
weird, yeah.
Weird.
And since then, it's a fruit that the fruit of it is ingested. It's not particularly good. It's like a really like slimy, really sickly sweet fruit. But what is really sought after is the drupe, the seed, the large rock seed on the inside that can be distilled either into medicine, but most of the time into drugs. But an overdose on these drugs
Are
will...
you making the spice out of the... Is that what the spice comes from?
No, spice comes from something else. Droop is... There's like two main drugs in Mobio. There's spice, which comes from Reva, which there is also like the spice fields here. You can go and see it if you wanted to in Reva.
Just go and take a big whiff. You're hot.
Yeah. but then there's also droop, which droop comes from Mobio, and it needs to be distilled down into this almost like black tar sort of substance, and it's like then placed under the tongue. Overdosing on it does kill you.
Heroin.
Yeah, it does kill you, and then you become what is known as the spoiled.
Which
you guys have run into the
created
spoiled.
Zombies.
Yeah, they're like zombies, right? They're like
You
clickers.
created clickers?
They're
What do you-
clickers, but instead of clicking, it's squishy noises. It's-
Alright. I'm so...
So, that is the spoiled. So, droop is a very magical fruit that only grows, as far as you know, in the corrupted tangle roots within the roots. The corrupted tangle within the roots.
And this is correct me if I'm wrong. It's the sort of same roots that, when adapted, go into the caverns.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Interesting.
Can I like swim through a little bit and kind of dig around?
It's like
There?
floating up on the surface.
Oh.
They're lily pads floating on the surface, so it's kind of like in the water, hanging there. And as you look up and like see it, you see somebody reach down. I'm assuming you take off your arm to like reach it and grab it and pull it up, and it's this crimson, this like dark purple flower with that dark purple
I
plant.
essentially have one of those grabber things that you give to old people. So
Yeah, it's an old person grabber.
What do you call that?
An old person grabber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I essentially have a grabber.
An OPG.
That's ageist of you to say old person.
You're right. I think.
I mean, I
thank
said
you.
that.
My grandma.
Could be short too.
Yeah, short people.
Our grandma was old and short.
People who are.
Vertically challenged.
Vertically or reachally.
That's true.
Reachally challenged.
Rachel?
Reachally, not
Rachel
Rachely.
D&D 28.
Reachally challenged.
Reach.
The reach?
Yeah, like if Hannah can't put stuff up on the shelf up here, so if she wanted to, she would need a grabber to do it.
A reach extender.
Yeah.
Why did you single out Hannah as if
Sure.
I also couldn't do it? Like,
She's my sister, and I can make fun of her for being short.
I'm your friend. You can make fun of me for being short.
It's
too.
more fun for my sister.
Wow, there's nothing better than one of those sounds. Drew's like, I must join.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There's nothing else under the water?
You with a 30? Just thinking, what would be under there?
What would you not see with a 30?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you.
Yeah, wouldn't see.
There's a lot of silt and sediment. If you go down looking through there, do you?
Yeah.
You go around and you find this small, it's a sheath.
A sheath?
With no dagger.
Alright.
A dagger-sized sheath.
And on the sheath, you see a symbol of chaos, of the collective.
Oh.
That, like, circle with the arrows.
Okay.
The same one that's on one of those notes.
Yeah.
That's what you see on it.
Okay, I come up. I'm invisible though. But you hear a and then a squish, 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 and then I'm behind you all. But still invisible. Hi.
Lilith,
I
what did you see? Because I've picked something up with my grabber.
I did see you do that, and I found a sheath with the collective symbol on it. I don't know. I'm looking at any of you because you can't see me. I stay invisible because what if that dude comes back? I'm going to stay invisible in case that guy comes back.
Could you give me your position?
Yes, where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, that was right by my. That's good to know.
You know that scares me every time you do that.
So, that's what you find here. That is...
Can we take the berry?
Yeah. You have like the lily pad with the lily and the droop hanging off.
Can I take the droop off of it?
Yeah. And you see it was fashioned there. It did not grow from it.
I feel... I'm not convinced that there isn't some way using this to trigger a passageway beneath this pond. That dagger, I suspect, may have fallen off in transit if they were going beneath here. I could be incorrect.
You think there's a passageway underneath the palm?
Indeed. If this is technically a burial site. I just don't know how it would necessarily
I can
work.
breathe underwater.
Is this droop fruit real or is it fake?
You investigate it. I won't even make you roll. It's absolutely real.
So we know that this thing can kill somebody if they take too much of it. We know that it's a drug, but why, if Dinocrates led us here, why and for what? Because I don't understand what this is for.
Perhaps.
Oh, it's like I don't know who's about to speak.
Perhaps. He's saying. In the note, there was the clue that made us go here. Maybe this is a clue within a clue to go somewhere else.
To the roots. Oh shit, I don't want to go to the roots.
Where are the roots?
The roots are back on Mobio.
What? We just got here.
Aye.
Hold on. I like this idea that has come up with. I'm gonna jump into the water.
Sink straight to the bottom.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump into the water. I'd like to make an insight check.
Okay.
No. To see if I see some sort of passageway in
Investigation.
I
or
love you,
perception.
Dan. That's not insight.
Yeah.
The water in the silt is not
this
lying
water
to you.
lying to me right
Can I make a
Is this water sussy?
You told me to
Can I
see
make
my
a perception then? Can I make a perception?
It would be investigation, Dan,
Cool.
for this.
That's fair.
Oh,
no,
yo, I can
that's
do
fair,
that.
fair. You can do that better than me.
I don't know better, but
What is better? Because mine's only 2.
I can do it.
Oh, I
Okay.
can definitely do it
Then-
better.
Yeah, I think
I can just breathe in water.
I think
Like,
Lilith is the best.
right,
shot.
but I can like just be down there for a long
I
time.
think Bim Bam's is fucking high, too. Give me a second.
Everyone
Bim's
jumps in the water.
insight is very high.
Bim's and I think investigation and insight are like.
Well, my
oh,
insight's
bonkers.
super high. It's not my investigation's not that high.
Well, this would be investigation because you're
Right.
not like
Okay.
or like because spot or not spot checks.
Investigation.
That is perception is just like what do you see, what do you perceive, not I'm gonna look like search through all this
Right.
and see what I can find.
Okay, I will then do a perception.
I would be convinced to
Investigation.
survival if you were like an outdoorsy person, but you're not an outdoorsy person, so I'm not gonna let you do that.
I'll do an investigation check.
You got it. Nat 20. Bang.
15.
15. So as you kind of like dig through all of like the goop and stuff and the silt and you're like starting to dig and like you churn up and you guys see like the water turn from like a very like nice dark crystally blue color, kind of greenish blue, to brown because all the silt's been churned.
And I put more ghosts.
You're down there for a good like 5 minutes digging. You find nothing.
Come up. Waste of time.
As you come up, you're covered in like vines and dirt. Like you look like Swamp Thing.
Can I like come out and then can like little sprayers and fans just like clean me down?
Yeah.
Or do I press it as
You do. You have like the little like on the BMWs that like. Yeah, windshield wiper.
Yeah.
So we just came down here to get a fucking plant to then go back to where we came from.
What's that? Is this? Are we for certain this is a clue?
What-
Why wouldn't we have gotten some sort of another piece of paper?
That would be a little too.
Well, it was
obvious,
pretty
perhaps.
too on the nose to get from the front. Oh,
I mean, we haven't. We could. I mean, I don't know. We could open up the droop and see.
Sure, let's do that. Let's open up the droop.
Slice that shit open.
hold on! Oh,
Oh, I sliced it open already.
Okay. Are you opening it like an avocado or cut in half?
That's
I was-
how you turn an avocado.
Well, it
cut
has
it
it has a
and
it
leave
has
the
a
inside.
because you
But
like go
like-
around the seed.
By the pit.
Oh, you're
Yeah, but-
you're avocadoing
yeah.
it. Okay. Do you avocado it? It's a droop.
I take the pit out.
The pit's out. You have a
Alright.
little pit that's like kind of like this big. It's like if it's in a pot in your hand.
Is there a latch on the pit at all? Is the pit real?
Can I roll an investigation check on the entire droop fruit?
Sure.
Now that it's
I will.
dissected in.
I will allow it.
Can I assist?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I assist
Yeah.
as well?
Sure. Assist. Roll advantage.
We're all like,
Advantage?
no.
You're both assisting?
yeah, we're
No,
both really
just-
looking
just
at
one.
this fruit.
Oh, that was much better. Good, good. 22.
22.
I'm feeling
Sorry, I'm
That's
pulling up
copyrighted.
Kyle's character sheet as well, just so I can see it. A 22. Well, investigation's not that high. It's his insight that has a plus 13.
Yeah.
And his perception that's a plus 13.
Yeah.
And sleight of hand a plus 12? Oh my god, bim bam.
Oh my god.
He's
That's
a rogue.
That's a rogue.
A rogue cleric, yeah.
My sleight of
13?
hand isn't even that good.
Or no,
23.
23, okay. 23, it doesn't seem like it's been modified in any way, but you've held, let's say with the 23, let's say you've experienced, like you've held the seed before, because like you guys have experienced being around spoiled and around like droops and stuff like that. It feels lighter.
Is there no opening or anything that I
Nope,
can see?
no opening at all.
Okay, well then I'll try and crack this open as well.
Okay, you crack it open. As you take the back of your sword, your katana,
The biggest knife for the smallest.
and you.
Well, it's
It's not like an avocado pit. It's actually like bigger. It's like the size of an avocado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like you hold it in your hand.
It's a double-bladed scimitar.
And you crack it, and roll me a Constitution saving.
Oh
throw.
no! I'm gonna get high, you guys.
This is biological warfare.
I will. Okay. 14.
14. With a 14, you take. Can I steal some dice?
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm gonna grab mine after break. I'm gonna break yours. No, I just rolled. You take
All of us.
14 points of necrotic damage as it sprays out into you.
14? That's a lot for a little seed.
And as you kind of like spray it and like fan it away, just a quick little spoosh, you open it up and there's a little note inside.
Fuck yeah! Everybody knows that you gotta open shit up.
You like unroll it, and it has a date, which is 4 days from now, and a time, sundown, and a symbol, which is the symbol of the Kevin moon.
So in 3 days we're meant to go to the docks.
2 days now, but yes.
Well, 2 days, and in 4 days, this note is saying at sundown we must meet at the satellite of Kevin.
The satellite.
You know that moon thing that
Big brother.
Right.
you live here. I've been here for like a month and I know about that. What,
I'm just saying things.
you know
Doesn't mean I
the
don't
Kevin
know what
sat.
it is.
You are a Kevin.
Yeah. Some things were forgotten in my.
Okay.
Is it in Doug's handwriting?
Yes. Roll me investigation checks, both of you.
Can we do one with advantage instead?
Yeah, one with advantage, sure.
I'm gonna slap guidance on you.
Oh,
Ooh, thank you.
That's what I tried to do with the.
At a
That's cocked.
I keep
but that was a
forgetting.
really
Yeah, I
good
keep
roll.
forgetting it too. It's so easy.
Okay,
Oh, wow, we
14,
can really
guys,
just go
is a D4.
Literally every time.
Yeah, it's a D4.
29.
29.
Anyway.
There's something about the lettering. Like, there's like weird capitals in parts, and like.
It's a code.
Can I?
Lilith ascends.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take the
Stop being
capital
invisible.
letters, separate them from everything, and put those into.
Do we notice that about the other letters as well?
What?
Do we notice that about
You
the other
separate
letters?
the capital letters, and after separating it out, because it's nothing was like wasn't numbers; it was all written out. It says the nest. That's all the capital letters.
Do we know what that means?
Can
roll me.
I was gonna say.
Roll me history
History.
checks. You two.
Guidance on each other.
Can we?
Little guidance circle jerk.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. Thank Christ.
You had a D4, Dan.
I know. Well, I'm forgetting what I add to history.
Okay.
Ooh, 22.
20. 22.
2 22s.
That guidance circle jerk really came out in the end.
The 2 22s. You guys are like, oh, the nest.
I don't
me,
know
I
about
was
you,
so
but
excited.
I'm
Okay.
feeling 22.
Nothing. The only thing
That's
you
all I
think of is there's an eagle that lives in the lights of the Revan Riders, or not the Revan Riders, the Temporite Temptations.
Yes.
And it's called the Nest.
Well, there's a place that the Temporite Temptations play. There's an eagle lives in there. It's called the Nest. I don't think that is where we're supposed to go.
Yeah, that just sounds like some eagle's nest.
I have to say, I do not. It feels as if we've gotten multiple places to go. Also, we're supposed to go somewhere in 2 days and then 4.
Is the date 3 days from now, technically? If it's 2 days from... Now that we have 2 days before we have to hand over Cora.
We're not
when
going
is
to be
the date?
sure.
You don't know what if that was the date was just something random or if it was the code.
The
within
code,
it.
yeah.
Oh.
So,
Oh wait, but
I
it's an
have-
actual date.
it was a date, but the code was the nest, so it could be that what we're supposed to be looking at is the nest,
nest.
not what the date was.
I
And that the date was just like a little ruse.
I have some contacts within a group known as the Eclipse that might be able to help us. If we don't know what this nest is, perhaps they might.
The Eclipse, I think I've
Are
run
they
into
down
a few of
here?
them.
Are they down here?
They're not. They are down here.
They now mostly operate out of Revan,
They are.
and you would know where to meet your contact.
Then I think we go there next. Aye?
You also have Runda to meet.
What's Runda?
What's closer?
Well, we can do a split up.
Was
Split
Runda
this.
The member of the council.
I'm hesitant to do
that
that.
he met?
There's so few of us.
I can't.
I don't
risk
think we
losing
should.
another.
I don't think we should split it up.
There's like 8 of us.
There's 8 of us.
There's like
there's
Cora,
me.
Rittenhouse,
There's
Bim
me.
Bam.
There's me.
That's 7
Cora.
at least.
And there's me.
Oh, well, there are 8 of us. There's only just 4 of us at the table.
All the NPCs go on their own. Who I play go on their own.
We take a break. We.
Yeah, we let you play by
I'm
yourself.
just like talking to myself.
A true one shot.
I don't think we should split up. I just, what happened with Rycroft and everybody was when we left. So I think teamwork makes the dream work. Based off of your knowledge of Reva, which is closer, Eclipse or Runda?
That would be you question.
Where you are here, Runda would be like probably in like the atrium, which is where like the Ryoshis hang out mostly. Not the Ryoshi, yeah,
Valtimeris.
the Valtimeris. She is a Ryoshi. The Valtimeris hang out is within the atrium, which is kind of like the palace. Whereas your contacts, they're gonna be on kind of the other side of town, so it's literally about the same distance either way.
Which one would end with us closer to the exit?
To the portal going back to Mobio, that would be the atrium.
Okay.
All right.
So I suggest we first go to my contact. From there, we can understand if they know where the nest is. Perhaps if they've heard any rumors or any commotion regarding this kidnapping. At any rate, hopefully we gain some helpful information.
I agree.
Then, it is your kin that we go to see, is it not?
Something of the sort.
Interesting.
Are you gonna fuck your great aunt?
No.
Like that play. Do you remember that play, Back to the Future? Oh, you two wouldn't have seen it. It wasn't in your time. It was a great play, but the guy goes back to the past and meets his mother, and his mother wants to have sex with him. It's super weird.
Why is it called Back?
I
to
was
the
always
Future?
confused because, why is it called Back to the Future?
Because he has to go back to the future.
From the past.
That does.
He has
That
to
doesn't-
get.
But
he has to
isn't he
get
going
back?
He's going back to the past.
As much as I appreciate.
Yes, but when he gets to the past, he then has to go back to the future.
But isn't there a sequel where he goes to the future and has to go back to the past?
I didn't see that part. That sounds
the
interesting.
second
though.
play.
The second I came to Nestleton, it was delicious. In a delicious play, you know.
It feels like it would be a much darker tone, however.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yes.
dark. There was a scene in it that you're like, what the hell am I watching?
I understand. I just get that sense. There's no third, though, is there?
No, there is a third. It came
is
through
a
as
third.
well. Yes, and they go way back in the past.
Well, at least we're going back to the future again. In that
Yes, but
scenario.
they have to go. They go from. They go from the present to the past, back to the future, but go too far in the future, and then they go to the future, and then I have to go back to the past, but I have to go way back in the past to go to the present.
There's 4 times. There's past, present, future.
I love how this
We jump
campaign has
between.
become us talking in this game about real life quandaries that we have. Like the fact that Back to the Future doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
It's that John Mulaney joke where he's like, no, imagine that. But,
So we're on the way.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to see Murphy Mac?
I'm going to see Murphy
Ooh,
Mac.
Murphy Mac sounds like a cool gangster.
I like Murphy Mac.
or
Alright.
like a
You guys make your way
That's Miss Mary Mac.
across town, and as we arrive, describe the Duke of Revan.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh shite. Okay.
Oh.
Well, the Duke of Revan. Let me pull up my notes. In Revan, Lilith Revan is what we would know as a Scottish style pub, but here it's a Nebu styled pub. And it's in the lower. It was in the lower area of Revan, and Lilith would go there with her friends who she'd made in the city, and most of her friends were not super well-to-do. They were very lowbrow, and it's a tight, warm, cozy pub. It's one of those pubs that's on the end of a row of houses, and then it's got like a big bay window that kind of wraps around and is circular, you know, and people sit in the window. And the bar inside is made out of a kind of oak called cobalt oak, which is slightly blue-hued, and the locals will affectionately call it Bloke, because it's blue oak.
You did that to yourself. That's canon.
It is canon.
And the bar wraps around to there's 2 rooms inside. So there's one like larger room that the bar is a part of, and then there's a smaller room that you can go with like a couple tables with a couple chairs to help with like private meetings and things like that. But the bar can go in there as well, and the bartender can go in there. And the booths are moth-eaten and creaky, and the drinks are traditionally Nebu-styled drinks. So lots of Scotch-style drinks, whatever that would be in Mobile, I guess now. But in Revan, it was like a Nebu Scotch, and lots of different beers and ciders that were Nebu-styled. And that's the Duke of Revan, and it was named after
The Duke of Revan.
the Duke of Revan, who's Lilith's dad.
Oh,
What an interesting. Wow.
what does it look like now?
The exact fucking same.
Really?
Yep.
Lilith. This place. I've been here before.
You have?
In our home. Yeah. It looks exactly the same.
How often would you go?
At least once a week.
I was here a lot.
I wouldn't be surprised if we crossed paths, but just never actually crossed paths.
Aye.
Huh.
Did you know anybody named Valerie or Christopher?
Valerie, it sounds really familiar to me. I'm not quite sure. I do know you're Christopher, right?
Aye.
That's the same Christopher that
Aye.
you see every once in a while.
I don't see him anymore.
Oh,
But,
right, because now you see Leonidas. Or, no, Ozymandias.
well, I saw Leonidas, now I see... I hope Leonidas comes back.
I hope so, too.
This seems like information from a previous portion of the time.
Enjoying listening, however.
I am too. Let's continue.
Yeah, there was Valerie and Alma and Christopher and a few other of my friends. We'd come here after we were done playing, I don't know, investigation, just mucking about in the city.
We'd do something similar. We'd go out to the woods and hunt things and do other things. And then we'd come to the bar.
How very Nebuin of you. Nebuin?
Nabiyun.
Neben?
A knee-bite.
How very knee-bite of you.
Yeah,
Go
well,
out to the woods. Would you have orgies out there? That sounds
I mean, that's not out of the question.
Uh-huh.
Very.
I'm sorry. What?
Has Ryujin not told you about this?
No, about an orgy?
You should come when we go to the dead docks, because we just drink and we just talk.
To an orgy?
No, not an orgy. No, we just talk about what we used to do.
Oh, I've been really focused on running.
I have seen videos of orgies.
Whoa!
I'll show you those.
No.
I hope Keepa didn't show.
Aye. Where did you see the videos?
God, you're
Yara is here.
I forgot you're here.
I'm everyone.
Pam
You know what
says
you
that in full volume. I forgot. I forgot you're here.
All right. With that,
He said, where'd you see these videos?
with that, you guys enter,
God.
and you see your not your contact, but like kind of the bartender, who's a Leonin, actually, one of the very few Leonin here.
No.
Oh no! Oh boy.
And you guys, you come up, you talk to the bartender, and you get sent to the back room to go see Murphy Mac, and that's where we'll take a quick break.
Oh well.
All right, so go ahead, everybody, take a bio break.
That's killing the mic.
Pee, poop, grab a drink, grab a snack, hug your dog, and we'll see you at.
Give a whack. All right,
Let's go 8:45.
Sounds good. Goodbye.
Hello.
All right, everybody. Am I super bummed? I feel like I'm super bummed.
Ah, yes, Woody.
Yeah, can somebody bump me back? Hi, everybody. All right, hi, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of this episode, and we will hope you got a drink. Hope you took a bathroom break, because we sure did. And we will pick right back up now. There's Jonathan just drinking straight black coffee out of there, right?
No, it's
You know it.
It's fully not black
At
coffee. It's
9
fully
p.m.
It's
9 p.m.
It's cocaine.
straight.
Good. Cocaine. Wow, we wanted a soundtrack. We just lost it. But
It's Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna talk to Murphy Mac.
we come and we enter, and you see Murphy Mac. Now, as you guys enter, Murphy Mac is this turtle.
Oh shit.
Large. These big meaty hands, just kind of, you see him, he's like kind of like sitting back, and as you enter this back room, there's a few people sitting around, but the main one, Murphy Mac, sitting there in this large, like leatherback winged chair. And you see him, he's like, has this little monocle in that has like a little like telescopic lens, and is looking at this little diamond. And he like, as he's there, you see his other eye kind of open and look at you guys. And he kind of puts it down. And you, as you look at him, he has a tartan sash across his bare chest. And this big old kilt. And yeah, like he looks up at all you.
No,
And
that's
goes,
fine. That's fine.
Well, Thinker, what do we have now?
Some associates, friends, one might say, of mine, are coming to inquire.
Pulls his big meaty hand.
Shake my hand, friend. Shakes it and please take a seat. My name's Mac. What can I do for you? If you're friends of Thinkers, you're friends of mine.
Your courtesy and kindness does not go unnoticed.
You've done us a good favor, and I'll do you a good favor. And you obviously ain't coming here on regular business hours, so must be important for some reason.
We're looking for someone.
Right.
A small.
Oh, so sorry. Would y'all like a drink or something? Where are my manners?
We're all right for now.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a dire situation here. We're looking for a little girl who's been taken, and we could use your help.
Oh, that's heavy. Well, a little girl has been taken. Do you know who took her?
Should we show them the notes?
We have an idea of who took her, but we have been given a clue as to a way to get her back, and we need to access the I don't know, the nest.
The nest.
Does that ring any bells for you?
Come on. Oh well.
I can't say that the nest rings any bells off the top of my head. Now, who you asking? I don't mean to be rude or anything, but you say, hey, a girl was taken. Do you know anything of it? I know lots of things, but I need some more information to work off of. So,
What do you know of the collective?
now, that helps. Collective. I know a good bit about the collective. I know that they're an annoying thorn in my ass. As for the nest about the collective, I'm not too sure about that. I know that most of the time the collective is up those mobs up there. No offense. But, other than that, you saying the collective took her?
We don't know, but there was a note with the collective symbol.
Sounds like the collective took her. They like to tell you when they know, they want you to know that they done it. You know what I mean? So we're saying the collective took them. I mean, collective, as far as I know, they operate in a few places. They operate on Mobio, on the Terminus Ring is one of the places they'll operate. They'll also tend to operate when they're lower, like not the big wigs, but the lower ones. They'll come down here every once in a while and hit the mines. It's guys of inspectors. Now we're the ones who gave them that idea. That's how we got into that mines that one time. But
The mines.
the mines.
We did see that notice.
Oh yeah, Willie was looking for somebody to help clear it. I think they found a crew for it though.
Okay. It was just maybe
Yeah,
another clue.
Some group of, I don't know, they were kind of connected sort of to the Corvus folk. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention.
What did they? When do they intend on doing that investigation?
I think rather soon, maybe tonight or tomorrow or something. I heard from my birds that it's a Corvus group, a bunch of acolytes, and one other individual that is new to town.
Do you know their name?
No, I don't. That's all I know is new to town.
Do you know what they look like?
No, I'm sorry.
New to town is in new from Mobio, or?
Well, for the most part, I know the Corvus people are pretty much stick to themselves, but this new person's taking some people to Corvus and leading them on a couple missions here and there. Not quite sure. But I never heard of this person. Corvus people usually stay pretty quiet. So I don't know.
So you know nothing of a nest?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I know somebody who may.
Roll an insight check.
Ooh,
Yeah, can I roll an insight check?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm just assisting.
Fuck me in a basket
Because
with
Dan
a
has, I bet
chain.
he has a really good plus to his insight.
Yeah, if you want to assist me.
Yeah, I'll say
Advantage it, Dan. Go ahead.
It's not much better. 21.
21? 21?
Yeah.
With 21, seems to be telling the truth.
I have a friend who spends her time in the atrium.
Right?
If you go to the Ryoshis and say you're looking for that Mac sent you, they'll take you to the right person.
What is the name of the person we're going to?
I don't want to speak her, because I look at other people around. Don't necessarily want to speak her name out loud, but I'm sure she could help you.
Think her name and put your hand on my arm. Little weird, I know, but I'll get the name.
Puts his big meaty turtle hand. Do you hear that? What
I don't fucking know. I thought it would work. Does
No.
this not work?
No,
Fuck
it
me.
doesn't
All
work.
right, thought it would work. All right.
It's like, did you get it? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'll just write it down.
Jesus
what am I
Christ.
thinking?
writes it down, hands it to you. Runda.
I look up, sort of give you a nod. It seems we were on the way already.
Well, it looks like you're sniffing the right direction. Now, if I was a thinking person, which I don't style myself to be one, Nest may be a place high up.
I was thinking.
Oh, no, there's some wisdom in this. Now, I see that. I understand that's some sass, and I'll take it in stride. But maybe that's going to be up in the mountains or up in Mobio or, oh, what's that? The goddamn fucking, no offense, fucking Kevin's. That moon up there.
It does make sense. The code on the note said the nest, and it also did mention the satellite.
I was going to say, would I have any recollection of the people calling the nest that area of Kevin's?
Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
I don't know that you're thinking this, so I can't guidance you, I don't think.
Can I guidance myself?
No, you can't. You can't guidance yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't
You
think
sure?
it has to. I think it has to be someone else.
Pretty
It says
sure.
you touch one willing creature.
Yeah, so another creature has to touch you.
No, it says you touch one willing creature. I can
Right,
touch
so
myself.
Rules pit stop.
It says you once before the target can roll a d4 to the number added to a ability check of its choice. It can roll the die before or making
Or after me.
Yeah, you can cast guidance on yourself.
Okay.
Sweet.
Interesting.
So it's probably not gonna be very. You said history?
History with disadvantage.
Yep. Great. Okay. Well, that's nice. 9.
9. Yeah, you really can't think of anything. Now, somewhere high up, I think maybe that be in the mountains, or I don't know about any big wigs. It seems like a big wig thing of the community. I know more of their ground level stuff. So come to me at ground level stuff, they're minions. And I know what's them. They just died recently, but the butcher, he was working for them. He was doing all sorts of things for them. But I heard that some folks gone did. He got usurped by his own person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
How would you feel about that?
He was kind of a dick. So I don't fucking mind. But I just had some turmoil within the hierarchy of us lower folk. I mean, I can get in touch with my contacts and see if they've ever heard of the nest, but I can't promise nothing.
That's all right. I appreciate your help. And once again, if I come up with any more inventions that might assist in any of your activities, I'll be sure to let you know.
Well, yeah, sure. Of course we want that. And we'll pay you in kind and love and big old Mac hugs.
I appreciate it, though you know I pass on those.
Yep. Well, the dark sun will always watch over you, my friends.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your help,
Yeah, thanks, man.
Murphy Mac.
All right, well, adios, muchachos. If you want, have some food and a drink on me out in the main hall.
We should probably be going.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take advantage of that another time.
Steve's Pro, sure, yeah. Our hospitality knows no bounds. So, if you ever need anything, the dark sun will look over you. There's like a thing we say.
It's the eclipse.
Yeah.
Oh,
The dark. We call it the dark
Makes
sun.
sense.
I don't know. Eclipse sounds scarier. What's scarier?
I would
I'd
say the dark
probably.
sun.
I've always felt it was more ominous than anything else.
The dark sun sounds.
You know, but I think I kind of like that. You know,
I think it's good. I don't think
cool.
you should.
Like I'm
yeah.
not an ominous person.
No.
Do I sound ominous when
No,
I
it's
say it?
A
well,
little
it,
bit. It
yeah,
sounded like a coded message.
yeah, it gave you a little bit of power, I suppose.
I like that.
Yeah.
as someone who was born with dark skin, I don't think dark should always have a scary connotation.
No, I
That's
don't
fair.
think it does.
But I do think at this moment, it is cool.
The fact that you kept saying it over and over again was a little like.
It was kind of ominous. It
Oh,
seemed
just-
like a weird.
I'm bored.
Cold.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of towing the party line. You know, you saying I gotta say the thing. You know, it's our brand.
Well, thank you very much, Murphy Mac.
Yeah, I don't know you folk. What's your name?
Lilith LaFleur.
The Fleur?
Aye.
Neat. Okay.
Ryujin. Valtimeri.
Valtimeri?
You heard me.
All right. Were you cousin or something?
I don't even know.
I don't think half of them even know anymore either, so it's okay. You?
My name is K161142019.
Oh, you're Kevin.
Correct.
Oh, Kevin Knight. I only met a few Kevin Knights. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Do
you.
you go by anything else, or do you go by your coat?
I do go by P.A.N.T.S.
Neat.
Yes. Neat.
Right. All right. Well, if you guys ever need help about some stuff, just come on over to Murphy Mac. I'll help you out. But sorry I couldn't help you out more. But sorry, that information's a little above my head of what I keep my ear to.
That's all right. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Yes,
All right.
Thank you.
Oh,
Alright.
and it's Fridays are fish and chip nights.
That sounds good.
Onward we go to
Onward.
see your kin.
Okay. You guys make your way up and
I
out.
will touch my dragon scale necklace to release our on our way.
Fascinating.
You guys make your way, and the dragon flies out. You see Anka. Like, look at them, take them in. you guys make it to the atrium, which is actually really close to that main square. Actually, you walked past it before without really knowing. And you knock. And the door opens, and you see this. First thing you see is a shoulder, and on the shoulder is this little kind of multicolored dragon, about the size of a cat, sitting on a person's shoulder. And in all of your minds, you hear, "Hello." And the door opens all the way, and you see a slightly darker skinned person with this kind of like bowl cut around the head, but kind of like cool looking, and a book under his arm, and he goes, "Yeah, can I help you?"
Runda. We're looking for Runda. She told me to visit.
Make sure you speak towards the mic. So
Runda. We're looking for Runda. She told me to visit.
Right. Okay. And you hear in the heads, pathetic. Come this way. And you see the like the little dragon on her shoulder, kind of like look at you.
I think in my head. Can you hear me?
Very quickly, the dragon's head snaps to you. Of course, I hear everything. And the guy that opens the door kind of looks and is like, I'm sorry. This is, if Runda's looking for you, I'm Morden. This is Felonius.
Felonius.
Yeah, Felonius is unique. So, come on in. I'll go grab Runda for you. You guys enter into the atrium, and you see big family, all running around. It's like Meet the fucking Robinsons in here. You see these two twins running together, holding these eggs, and like giggling with each other. You see as he like leads you into the room, Morden's like, sit over there, and like he goes back to reading a book. And Felonius jumps off and kind of curls up on a little cushion on like one of the bookshelves, and you're like in this like sitting room with bookshelves, writing desks, and couches, and a fireplace that's ablaze. And you see like these like large beds everywhere that they're not for humans, but you see at one point you see Auron kind of look at it and curl up and lay in it, and Auron fits in it perfectly, and they're dragon beds.
Huh. Aww.
Yeah, like little dog beds. Yeah, little doggy beds.
For dragons.
And people are running, like moving around. Some people, like, and you guys can see they have similar features as you. Like, very, like, not like same eyes, maybe same like facial structure here and there. And some people don't exactly look like you, and like the look very much shifts, but there's a lot of people. A moment passes, and in not her armor that she was wearing before, but more just a simple kind of gray tunic, walks Runda. Her hair tied back in a bun, and she comes and she's like, "Well, Ryujin, I'm glad that you made it. It's good to see you. And these are your, at least the 8 of you, friends?"
Yes.
Right. So, can I get you guys anything, or?
We are in need of help, and we are short on time.
Right. Well, what kind of help can I do you for?
Well, a young girl has gone missing.
She's been kidnapped, not missing.
Not missing. Sorry to make it sound, raise the stakes, right? We have received different clues and notes, and we've gone on this wild goose chase to find her. And we've received new information of the nest to meet at. And Mac, actually, Murphy Mac, sent us to you, because you may know more.
Yeah. How's Mac?
Seem good.
The same.
He seemed...
Mac?
Always. He's been having trouble today.
His switches, he has different accent switches. They've been getting stuck in weird places.
Ooh.
Ew.
Popped the switch, didn't you?
He did seem a bit. I don't know if I trusted him.
Oh.
Murphy Mac.
Yes.
That's fair, but he's from experience. I've gotten into a couple situations where I shouldn't have trusted him, and those have never turned out too bad. I trust him more than I don't trust him. If that makes sense.
Wonderful.
So this girl kidnapped, taken to the nest.
Maybe.
No, the collective took her.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks at you. We did mention the collective a bit before, didn't we? So, how can I help you? The nest does ring a familiar note to me.
And what note might that be?
A while ago, kind of like looks at there's like the twins are like playing, and she like looks over and she's like, and she yells at Tempest, Vesper, go somewhere else. And they go, aww. They like stomp away, holding their eggs.
I send Beans. Beans, go with him.
And like Pop pads over and they're like, oh, doggy! And like they like tackle it, and Beans just kind of like rolls over and like runs away, and they chase after him.
Tempest and Vesper, you said?
Tempest and Vesper.
No, that's him.
Morden's still in the corner, and you see Runda just kind of looks over at Morden, and Morden's kind of like, you know, Felonius is gonna tell me anything, and Felonius is not leaving. And she kind of stops for a second. She goes, okay. And the Felonius then kind of like pads along the back of the couch that you guys are sitting on, just sits down and rests its head on your shoulder, and the kind of like you see its eyes look up at you, and says, yes, human. Yes, little elven child. Scratch my head, please.
Alright, there was no need to make it weird.
Yes.
I think Auron growls at Felonius.
Supplicate yourself to me.
Okay.
Keep scratching. Good.
I'm only doing this for information.
So, a while ago, I was approached by members of the collective, and they were trying to recruit me. And part of that recruitment, they said that they wanted to, they told me to fly upriver, and I'd find the nest.
Fly upriver?
Yeah. I'm assuming the nest is somewhere up in the mountains. Now, I kindly told them to get fucking lost, because I don't pick up what the collective puts down.
Runda.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story that we learned of when we got here, of a big, what they call a great worm.
Yeah.
A great worm lived in the mountains, right?
Yeah.
Shonda.
It might be
Shidoxy. Or the weak, with like kind of like motions like herself into Morden. Antishada is what we call her.
Interesting. Did she have a nest up there?
I don't think. I mean, if she did it, it's long gone. She moved her after the war, from what I've been told. When great grandfather and everybody got to get like started working together, she came down here.
I wonder if the collective took it over.
Maybe. I've never gone up. I'll only patrol to the south, and I've made a couple of trips around to the shores of the Cola, but that's about it.
The Cola?
Part of the Concordant.
I see.
They're the underwater civilization. Yeah.
Are there any rivers of particular interest within the mountain range?
Well, there's two that flank either side of Reva. There is the Volsum River, and the River Maha. And they both stem from the same headwaters, but they were kind of in the groin of the river.
I see.
So I would assume this who told you they're the nest? That's pretty well guarded secret from what I understand.
I look at P.A.N.T.S. and raise an eyebrow, like, should we trust this lady
I will roll an insight
with
check
this
on her.
information?
Roll me an insight check.
I trust this lady.
Be with advantage, because they're both sussing it out.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Guidance.
I trust this lady, Puss. I think she's good.
Thank you for advantage, dear Lord above.
You're welcome.
30.
A 30. Alright, with a 30, yeah, wow. Yeah, she just seems very upfront. Like, it seems like she doesn't have time to lie, in a way. Like, she's, like, has this massive family and, like, doesn't feel like keeping secrets is useful. That's kind of what you get. So she's very upfront.
Dinocrates gave us this information.
I heard Dinocrates' name in a while. Okay, interesting.
Why?
He used to be part of the court early on.
The Hourglass Court.
Yes. But Thelikas threw him out. Banished him.
Why?
It was shortly after the war finished, and Dinocrates was the one, from what I've been told, I wasn't part of the council then, I'm one of the newer members, because I'm now one of the Ryoshi, named after great-grandfather. But when great-grandfather, what he told me is that Dinocrates, she doesn't know him as Doug. Dinocrates, he counseled that we should destroy Antishada, subjugate her in some way. They had the technology, and truly, knowing Antishada, that wasn't wrong. But more people would have died, and Thelikas didn't want that. So he brokered the peace, and Dinocrates was angry with him, and with that, they left. And Dinocrates, from what I understand, went and joined the collective that formed around the same time. As after the peace was brokered, people were angry. Especially in Mobio, people were angry, and they didn't want this Antishada to come in and take over. And they disagreed with Thelikas, and so ever since then they've been kind of against what Thelikas has been doing. They think they're better to be the shepherd for Mobio.
Is that the collective's goal then? To subjugate that worm?
From the one conversation with the one person who tried to recruit me, that's how they spun it. They don't want to just subjugate Antishada. They want to use the technology of Mobio to, as they put it, make the world a better and safer place. But from all the stories great-grandfather has told me, that's a crock of shit.
Who tried to recruit you?
Kept her hood up most of the time, but it was a woman. I think it was, thinking about it, not confirmed, but I think it was a Winchester. Talked like a Winchester.
What do you mean by that?
They have that sort of drawl. I think half of them put it on. Because half of them lived in Mobile their whole lives, and people don't, unless you're from somewhere else, don't really talk like that. It's kind of how you talk.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
Hold on. I don't actually talk like this all the time. But, it's just a question.
Yeah, well, like that. She was at the party that night, too. If you guys met her.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the Winchesters. There's a good number of them. They're a prominent family here.
What would this Winchester's first name be?
The one that you talked to?
Lucinda.
Lucinda.
Yeah. I don't know if it was Lucinda. It didn't sound like Lucinda, but I think it was a Winchester.
Mm-hmm.
A woman. Or feminine presenting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And also, I can tell you what I know about the collective. Other than that, I know that their leader's reclusive, and actually rarely visits Mobio.
Stays up in the mountains.
Perhaps, I'm not sure.
Seems to me that those mountains might be our best bet.
Yeah, it's to the north. Like I would assume it's to the northeast. That's where the river leads. To the high mountains.
Sound a little like an NPC. Seems to me mountains might be our best bet.
I think there's just cause for
There's
that.
just yeah. But definitely, I was like, oh, this NPC tells me where to go.
Is it hair coming out of your ears?
Stop right there!
Just a little bit.
You stole my sweet roll. Stanced up.
Well, that's the cutest thing you'll see all day.
Everyone.
Oh, that's the little
everyone
dragon.
Take a
Dragon
sip.
on the shoulder.
that's felonious.
Take a sip for Ava.
What
Yeah.
she do?
Why is she sitting like that?
She's waiting for her.
She
father.
wants to be
What are
a
you doing,
star.
Ava?
She's waiting for her.
She's
dad.
waiting for her father to come home from the war.
From the wall.
Father comes home from the war.
That's the
Please
most of
take
what
a
I can
sip for
tell
Ava.
you. So it sounds like you guys have a direction. Any other questions? I mean, we talked about helping you guys, and you wanted to get closer to Thelikas.
That. You also mentioned something about another dragon.
Another dragon? I mean, there's
Something you could do with my dragon. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, you have your drake there. It looks like it's still growing.
It is.
It'd be a moment until you can fully ride it. And
So, could we ride another to the mountains?
I don't know. Do they have? Where are you all from?
I told you where I'm from.
Oh yes, I forgot. It's been a bit.
Yes.
Been a while. Yes. They don't have dragon riders where you're from, really, do they?
No. I think I may be the only known one. Well, known
You
to
don't really
us.
ride a dragon yet.
And
You
I-
just
I
have a dragon.
ride the dragon on the ground. It cannot fly.
It's a
Yeah,
shame.
it can fly on its own.
A rider's bond with their dragon is very deep and very personal, and a dragon will not accept anybody but their rider, who they have imprinted with.
So can you? Oh, so only one person can ride a dragon ever.
Dragons are proud creatures, and they won't accept anything but the rider, and that's something to be respected.
That's interesting. That must be something in this iteration. Aran allows my friends to.
To be fair, Auron is not a true dragon. No, he is of dragon kin. Yes, he is a dragon, but a true.
Ryujin, breathe, Ryujin!
A true dragon is one hatched from an egg as a wormling. I don't think Auron wasn't a wormling, was he? Did it?
It hatched from an egg.
But did it always have wings?
The wings grew later.
Yeah, that's.
I can tell you're over one. Would you like a sweet treat? Sorry, I don't know what the fuck. Thought there'd be sweet treats inside of pants.
Do you have like a little like
Yeah,
pantry?
a little oven.
Sure, dude.
Pantry.
I think I'm all right.
You're learning.
There's much to learn, I guess.
Yes, no, Auron is a drake. They are of dragon kind, but they are not a true dragon.
Oh, is it because I understand?
Yes, very powerful creatures, drakes. But they are not of the kin of true dragons. Think of them as a cousin.
Yes.
Auron's never spoken words to you, has it?
Well, we speak to each other in our mind. That is something that.
Like
we've
you
always-
have conversations?
Yes.
Interesting.
I've also was visited by this really in a dream. Well, when Arn hatched, this large golden, well, what I thought was a dragon, but I don't know anymore.
Sounds like a dragon. But look, and she kind of looks at Aron, and Aron kind of like gets off the bed and pads over to her and like kind of like leans onto her. She like just kind of like scratches behind like the ear scales, like the kind of like the tufts here. It doesn't have ears, but like the horns. I know my dragons, and this is not a true dragon. Probably something close or something in between, but a true dragon, that's what Tempest and Vesper are running around with, or soon will run around with. That's going to be hell when that happens. But
Interesting.
unless you have a...
Do you have dragon eggs?
I was going to ask that same question. Why do you have a collective of dragon eggs?
We have some dragon eggs, but you could look through them. We could see if you have any. Do you not have a dragon egg where you're from? Did everyone find you, or?
I have eggs. I have animals. I don't know if I have a dragon egg. I mean, you could take a look at these 2 eggs I have. I know one is a dinosaur.
Looks at one. There's the dinosaur one, the smooth, kind of greenish colored one. And then there's the gemstone one. Black. Isn't it the obsidian one?
Yeah.
That looks like a dragon egg if I've ever seen one.
Where did you get that one from? I don't remember.
I took it from somewhere. I don't remember.
I remember where
From
you
the
got
island.
it from.
Yeah, it was from
from-
but I don't
from
remember
Fadisilas.
exactly where
It
I took
was
from.
in one of the rooms of the temple.
Yes.
And it was
Jogged my
incubating there. I mean, that looks like a dragon egg to me. So you gotta get that one to hatch.
Well, another time. I have more questions, but we do have something important to do. There's a little girl who is in trouble. So.
Yes. You guys could row up. We have a. You guys could ride on the Tortuga if you want.
The Tortuga.
What is a tortuga?
He's kind of a cranky old boy, but
That sounds interesting.
all right. I'll see what I can do. I'll get you guys our Tortuga.
Is it a swift
What is a
Wait,
tortuga?
travel?
Swifter than a boat.
Okay.
Within the water.
What is
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Oh.
I thought we were flying.
No, this one's on the water.
Thank
Well,
you.
there's no other way to fly. So.
I understand.
Before we do go, have you ever heard any stories about the Valtimeris from the past iteration? Or would you have any records?
We would have a few, yeah. I haven't read into too much of them just because, you look at her, she's like only like in her, like maybe mid-20s. She's not that old.
I do know, and I bring out my double-bladed scimitar. This was a gift from, I know my father. I never met him, but this was given to me. Does this ring any bells? Does this
Man?
look familiar? Yes.
She takes it and examines it.
Stabs you through the chest.
Yeah. Morden. And he comes over and looks at it and he's like, that is a Valtimeri blade. Yeah.
Do you guys have weapons like this as well?
He hands it back to you. She looks up at Morden and he goes, we've had weapons like that, yeah. Not really in this iteration. That's more of a 4th and 3rd iteration weapon.
Interesting.
There has been very fabled sword makers in the past within the family that have been kept as record. I don't know, maybe your father was one of them.
Could be.
But was he around during Mobian times, or you guys aren't Mobian, are you?
I am.
Well, I figured. No offense, you two were.
Well,
The rest of us are not, as far as we know.
I've trusted Runda, so I can trust you as well. Lilith and I, have come from the 4th iteration.
And you see, like, he's kind of like a very like chill dude. He's like kind of perks up, like, really?
Yes.
That's cool. What can you tell me about it?
Oh,
What do you want to know?
Everything. You know what? You're in a hurry. That's really cool. I do want to talk about this. This is really cool. It's the sword makers of the third and fourth iteration of the Valtimeri family. Where it's when you're in a family that kind of lasts in a way kind of forever. Not all of us live throughout every iteration, but a lot of us have experienced many long lives. The Valtimeris are gifted with long life. We go have hobbies, and there's a big hobby within the family of metallurgy, and we were some of the finest crafters in those iterations. But and now we're dragon riders, so it could be your father was taught. What was your father's name?
Ryosuke. That's all I know.
Thanks for a second. I have heard of a story of a Ryosuke, like forging. Actually, it was a bridle made out of ancient metal. I have to look at my books again. Come back and I'll tell you more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if you would like to join us to the nest, we can tell you more about the fourth iteration.
Ooh, I'm not really an outdoors kind of person.
I forget I said anything.
But
sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's fine. But I appreciate that.
What is the thing that we'll be riding upon?
Oh, Tortuga?
Yes.
They're fun. Don't worry about it.
I am currently
I
worrying.
am as well.
Don't worry about it. It's fun.
You guys ever experience adventure?
Yes.
Sometimes adventure is in the unknown.
The unknown doesn't scare me. Deep waters do.
Are you afraid of the water as well?
Something of that nature.
I did just jump in the water earlier, so...
Now, Runda's like, don't worry, the river never gets too deep. Fast, but not too deep.
Okay.
But Larry will take good care of you.
Larry the Tortuga.
Yeah.
Did you name that?
No, Tempest did, actually. So, anything else I can help you with? Or I can go get Larry together and saddled up for y'all.
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
The quicker we can do this, the better.
The sooner it's over with.
Yeah, come on and follow me then. Please, come on. Lead you out and towards the river. It takes a bit of walk, and as you guys kind of get out of the city, because it's about a quarter mile out of the city, there's the river line. You see it's like dock, and there you see these two large shelled creatures, kind of just like bobbing in this like almost like kind of a man-made pond attached to the river. And as you guys are walking there, you see a big dragon. This beautiful brown dragon, kind of like this color of dark sand, land, and kind of walk next to you. As it kind of like walks by, you see Runda just kind of like reach out and pat the arm muscle of it, the shoulder, and says, "This is Nixa. My companion." And this dragon kind of looks to you, and you hear a voice in your head. "Hello." Or the mouth actually moves and says, "Hello. Good to meet you." And you get to this wharf, and there is these two young dragon turtles that are in this pond, and you see Runda whistle, like, and they both kind of put their heads out of the water, these two little dragon turtles' head. And it's like, "Well, this is Lou and Larry, and we'll get you saddled up, and you guys can start heading upriver if you want to." Okay.
All right.
Well, let's go ahead and do that.
What is a dragon turtle?
And that...
After we settle up, I just want to shake her hand and say memento mori as like a thank you and a goodbye.
Kind of like, here's it, it's like, is that a phrase from your time?
Aye. Is it not here?
I guess not yet.
You can make it one.
Well, I guess memento mori. And starts getting saddled up for you. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Oh, mama.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We will see you next week on Monday. Hopefully with, well, not our full. We're still waiting for the return of our other champion. But with a sweet Bim Bam here with us on a couple of dragon turtles heading upriver. But until then, please tell people you love them. Tell a friend you love them. Please join our Discord. Like and subscribe on all YouTube, podcasts, everything else. Is there something you want to say?
No, I just like the way you said the word subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe on us. Follow us and hang out on our Discord. Go say hi to our sibling, sibling channels, sister channels. What do we call them?
Our friend of the show.
Our friends of the show at Legend of Alos. They're on a break right now. They can go ahead and watch their back catalog.
They'll be starting up an interim show while we're all on summer break.
Cool.
So that should start up soon.
Yeah, and also go check out Top Down Tabletop, Careful Cantrip, a lot of great stuff out there. Hops and Dragons. There's a lot of great people out there with great things. Just go support the community and just go spread some love, because that's what we need to do more in this world. Other than that, are we good, folks?
Yeah, let's rate.
All right, let's go ahead and rate somebody.
We'll see. Bye.
Bye.